Hello, 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 and welcome to yet another Q&A Thursday where your original trio is back.
Finally.
Yes. I'm Dane. That's Levi. That's Anthony. We're all here.
Huzzah!
Anthony doesn't have to do it by himself anymore.
I don't. It's amazing.
Awesome.
My voice is already healed from the
It
last
feels
time.
like it's able to relax because it doesn't have to do all the heavy lifting.
I know, I was talking a lot, right? And that's the thing. I feel bad for these guys because I can only stand my voice for about 30 minutes of consistent talking. I couldn't even imagine for a full hour. It's insanity.
Wow.
Absolute insanity.
Well, welcome to the show.
It's possible. It's definitely possible.
So, Dane.
Yeah.
We have some housekeeping we need to talk about.
We do. What's
Just a touch.
What's on the agenda?
So in case you guys missed it, on Monday, or on Tuesday technically, we had to let everybody know the horribly sad news that the graveyard sale is no more.
Yeah, we had to
It
basically
died,
close
ironically.
those gates, those cemetery gates. We had to close them.
It was a tough call to make, but we just have so much going on here at the Rag Company, everything from logistics to shipping and, shipping is logistics, but shipping and media stuff and all of that to where this particular sale idea just didn't happen to work out. So we're really sorry about that. We do want to do a graveyard sale or something similar to that in the future where we can hawk a lot of our old goods from way back in the day.
We had started looking for some of the things, you know. We found some fun things. Like we found a box.
Yeah.
A Rupes autographed box. I think all of ours.
Yeah.
Each one of our autographed boxes from our tools that we built. Tools not included, but things like that, like an empty box with our autographs on it.
In there.
You know,
well, like just random
but
things.
just random stuff.
Yeah.
We wanted to have fun with it.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, we're gonna have to move that to a later date. But these next couple months are gonna be crazy, right? So we're not gonna be able to probably push that until maybe spring. Unfortunately, and it might be a spring cleaning kind of sale. But we did swap that sale out with something a little bit easier on our end, but also something that's just as exciting on your end, which is an Eagle Edgeless sale.
Who doesn't love
like that?
Plush Eagles at a pretty heavy discount.
Good discount. And the way to find it, go to theragcompany.com and sign up for the newsletter. If you haven't yet already, make sure you go over there, scroll to the bottom, or let it just pop up if you haven't been to the website before. It'll say, sign up for the newsletter.
Yep.
And you can take advantage of that sale.
Wait, that way you're not left feeling like, whoa, hey, how come everybody else is talking about this stuff? I didn't know.
That's how you know
Get on
about
the
our
newsletter,
sales.
then you'll know.
Yep.
Yeah, you'll know. And so tomorrow, you should be seeing something in your email if you do sign up, which will let you know. So again, pretty crazy discount. I think you guys are really going to like it, especially if you're wanting to stock up on Eagle Edgeless, right? Sorry,
We're talking eaglets. We're talking all sizes of eagles.
Yeah.
All colors of eagles.
Yeah.
Except for the 450, because that's an Amazon only
That's an
special.
Amazon exclusive.
But Eagle sponges, the Eagle applicators. If you ever wanted to jump in on some of those bad boys, you can get them apps and zerts.
I was going to say apps and zerts.
Well, I was going to apologize for me fumbling my words here because I've been drinking this kombucha, which I believe is the kombucha alcoholic?
There is a slight bit of alcohol.
But
Anthony, you know what doesn't have alcohol in it?
What's
looks
that,
like
Levi?
Our friends here at Liquid Death.
Oh my gosh! Did you just crack open a can
of sparkling water
of liquid? No, it's death. That's a beer.
No, it's murdering my thirst.
No, but is that a
sparkling
beer?
Water? No alcohol, no beer.
Does it have
this
what
is
plants
pure
crave?
Sparkling water.
But it looks like beer, but it's just water.
Just water.
Wow.
But this is sparkling water, so it still gives me the carbonation. Still tickles my throat. I like to think of it as a ravaging horde.
Okay.
Like an army that is
Liquid.
intent on destroying my thirst.
Wow. Okay.
That's what it's all about.
Now, Levi, where would I be able to find this liquid death drink that you speak of?
Well, for one, you can buy it at liquiddeath.com. You can find it on Amazon.
Yeah.
You can find it on their website and even a store near you. Now,
Interesting. Okay.
I'm working with them. We've been doing some little deals back and forth.
Were you some type of death peddler?
They've
I was just saying, hold on, this is not a paid promotion.
They've
for people
offered
thinking right
the
now.
Rag Company to become a death peddler.
Oh my God.
Now I'm
Sounds crazy.
I'm gonna rewrite that email. I'm gonna counter offer.
Okay.
Oh.
With a counter death peddler offer.
Oh my God. Can you do that?
I don't know. I'm gonna try it.
Oh, that's interesting.
And then worst case scenario, we become death peddlers anyway.
Okay.
So good news.
Well, now that
bargain
you already,
here.
But they have a wide variety of drinks. They have regular mountain water. They have sparkling water.
Okay.
They even have flavored sparkling waters. And I think
So,
you
like,
have one
flavored
back there
seltzers.
in the Pepsi fridge for you to enjoy, Anthony.
God, wait, this just says buried alive.
Yeah, that is a delicious
These
berry,
names.
fresh, sparkling
Oh my
water.
God.
Wow, I can't wait to. Actually, you know what? Why not, right?
Crack
When in
that bad
Rome,
boy.
right?
And I thought I was going to be the one buried
Dane,
alive.
there's also a sparkling water back there for you as
What?
well, if
Really?
you'd like. It's just the normal sparkling water, unflavored.
That is amazing.
Do you like that? Is it refreshing?
That's a great berry taste.
See, and this way you don't have to drink your kombucha.
I know, and get drunk here on the live stream,
Yeah,
right?
you
This
can
has-
just-
Oh, this
apparently
is
has
healthy.
alcohol in it.
Well, you know,
Okay.
I was thinking about it. I go back. Gabe, ever since I got back from our trip, has been like reminding me how much he hates soda,
Yeah.
which hurts my soul.
Of course.
I'm going to say that.
Yeah.
You know, because I'm a Pepsi fan. Thanks to our friends
Yeah.
at Pepsi for helping sponsor the
There you
podcast. But I thought, all right, Gabe, you want some water?
Yeah.
We'll give you some water. So this is what I'm
Death
doing.
by
I was going to
Get
say,
him death by water.
I will add one note where, yeah, I've got some health concerns, right?
Right.
I'm looking out. I got to be careful.
You wanna be able to
but I
drink
want to
more
look
water.
cool doing it.
Exactly. You can't
There
look
is
cool
that
drinking
element.
water.
I mean, I got my bottled water. That's for like, around the place. But hey, when I'm in public,
Well,
this,
what
ain't,
I like
this
is
ain't a bad way to go.
This has carbonation,
Yeah.
so I can still burp. You know, that's always a fun thing.
don't have
The
to
other
always do
thing,
that, but-
they make koozies that are brown paper bags. So you
Wow.
can. So it looks like we could be drinking some tall boys, but in reality, we're just drinking water.
You're
That's
just
too
the
fun.
sober guy acting drunk at the party. Okay.
anyways,
way to start
Great
this
time.
Q&A off.
Anyway,
Let's
just wanted to
actually answer
introduce-
some questions.
Really quick.
Just wanted to introduce our friends at Liquid Death.
Really quick. So, speaking of death, right? Obviously, we're in the month of Halloween, which is one of our
Yes.
favorite months. Starting next week, we're going to start some Halloween decor, right? Just to get us into the mood. And so, we hope you guys are all starting off your Halloween with a bunch of fun stuff as well,
I've
right?
already got my house decorated.
Deciding what you want to be, what you want to decorate, what movies you want to watch, or maybe going to scare you to death. With Liquid Death. I'm just kidding. So no, it's a fun month, and we're gonna have some really cool limited edition things that will be coming out. What did Grant Day 572 of not seeing my family? Please like, share, and subscribe. Oh my gosh,
This is
so Anthony doesn't turn my family into Halloween
problem.
meat sauce, which that could happen.
You never know.
Wow.
So, just want to say it's going to be a fun month. We do have some really fun sales later in the month, but we want everybody to just enjoy the vibes with us. And next week, maybe we'll have some decorations up in here.
Excited
right?
about that.
Break out the fog.
I want it to
machine.
run for the whole month.
Yeah.
You know,
And
I was
also,
actually frustrated that it wasn't done back in September, but we weren't here.
also on the 20th, 21st, or I think the day that we're going to be going live. So for that Thursday later
Yeah.
in the month, the third Thursday, we are going to be going live in a more casual way for the Q&A.
Yeah.
We are still cooking hot
How
dogs.
casual?
We're still cooking hot dogs. Something may or may not happen to Dane on that morning. You should just really be careful about
Just
how
be careful on the way you come in.
on the way you come in to work, right? Just a warning. And
That's concerning.
yeah, so nothing.
No,
like
it's just
some-
like my
some Halloween
you know,
glizzies, man.
My family says that to me when I leave. Be
Yeah.
careful.
Trip and fall on a glizzy.
You know,
Just would be
love
a
you.
shame if
Be
anything
careful.
happened to you.
You know, it's not like a warning. It's just to make sure. Be careful. Your mom says it
That
every time
feels
she
like a threat.
Your mom says it every time she walks out of this building. She's like, "Okay, guys, love you all. Be careful."
Right.
And then she says it, and like sometimes there's
Careful?
thunder
Why'd she say that?
when she says
the
it.
proper
Sometimes there's lightning, and
response-
we're like, "Okay, thanks."
The proper response if someone says that is to immediately look around and go, "What? Why?"
Well, you know, sometimes they say it in other languages. They say
Oh.
Abend.
Abend.
Yeah.
Well,
Dane.
yeah.
Abend.
Nothing will make my spine tingle and me fear for my life more than just simply hearing Abend.
All right.
Abend.
So,
Okay.
Prince
party
Car
started.
Care
Questions.
says, so next Friday, I got a 1-day trial to show what I got. Their last detailer did use products I don't like, so we'll take my stuff with me. And we'll try to get them to buy TRC products from Hengelo.
Hengelo.
There we go.
Nice.
There
Well,
we
good
go.
luck, Prince.
Heck
Good
yeah,
luck
man.
with that.
Is it an interview or what is this?
Sounds like a
I'm not
detailing interview.
entirely
Detailing
sure what's
interview.
going
Oh,
on.
maybe it's a detailing competition.
Like for
Ooh,
a shop
I would
or
like
something.
that.
Detailing competition. You got to show them what I got.
Yeah, exactly.
Alex Dewar saying, "I'll need to catch this one later." 500 likes and Dane legally changes his name.
That's
to
a real
Stone.
thing. I will get the application, and we will make Dane fill it out, and we will take it to a judge.
Oh my god.
The elongated muskrat. I'm going to be applying Diamond Protect 36 to my car soon, and I'd like to avoid toppers. Have always used Bead Maker in the past for drying aid. What should I use instead that won't build up? Well, with Diamond Body 36, you can do You can honestly use Diamond Quick Body.
No, but
You can use Dream
You can
Maker.
do that every time.
You can still use Dream Maker.
You can also
use Absolute or R&R.
Diluted, just 256 to 1.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that will just add some slickness really without any protection.
You can add stuff. You don't.
I mean,
need
also
to not.
paint gloss.
Just-
Paint gloss isn't really going to add a whole
Yeah.
lot of something.
Dennis Davis was telling me he's in love in paint gloss.
Like he is in love with paint gloss. He's a paint gloss fiend.
He is.
I think the
He is.
smell gets people because
I
it's
think so.
different than a lot of other products. So
Yeah, Nate literally, whenever I spray paint gloss in the studio, like let's just say I'm like cleaning something weird, like my glasses or something, right?
Oh yeah.
Nate- he starts sniffing your
Nate
glasses.
walks in, he goes, "Is that what I think it is?" And I go, "What do you think it is?" He's like, "It's heavenly." He's like, "Is that paint gloss?" I'm like, It is paint gloss." He's like, "That scent is just so good. I could smell it from the other building." I said, "You're the only person that loves this scent as much as
I mean,
Dennis
I
Davis.
love
Yeah.
it personally, but I don't. I
It's
don't
good.
moan when I
It's
smell
good.
it. That's
It's a
little
good scent.
concerning.
But I mean, he starts feeling a certain type of
Okay.
way.
Yeah.
And on that note, Dan
Amorous.
Pfeiffer.
Good afternoon and a word up from Minnesota, USA. Happy Friday Eve, TRC crew. Glad to have everyone back. The show last week stunk.
No. Oh
Well,
no.
it's not our fault, Dan,
Wow.
because
Well, I mean-
Dane and I were home. So,
my God.
Dino
Good
saying,
comment.
"What's up, guys? What's up, Dino?"
What's up,
Dan.
Dino?
Tyler saying, "Happy Friday Eve, TRC crew. Felt like Christmas this week. Got my
Oh.
new LHR 15 Mark III. Nice.
yeah.
And Diamond Protect wheel kits. Do you guys have any tips for a noob to do coatings on his first set of wheels? Thanks. No, have fun with it. Just
They're
enjoy
actually
it.
surprisingly
simple.
forgiving.
It's pretty simple, pretty
Yeah.
easy to do.
Ooh, we got
Daniel,
Demo there,
you.
sitting there with a great snack, sitting with chips and mine salsa.
Nice, and
let's
mine
go.
salsa.
Ready to go.
And then we got the Harry Horsewife,
Harry Horsewife in the
Grand
house.
Ambassador Q4
Nice.
2022. Congratulations. Says evening already and awaiting.
What is up,
Happy to have
Darren?
you.
What is up?
They're
And then
hanging
Dino saying ETA on PNS Absolute at TRCEU. They have it. It's there.
Should be there now.
Should be getting ready to go fully live sometime next week.
Very, very soon.
Carson Black, the gang's all here.
Sure
Hey,
is.
Carson.
What's up, Carson? Prince says third week of October it will be in the EU. Yeah, so
The
that's
third.
looks like that's when they're going to launch. For you wondering, Dino, is it'll be ready in the TRC EU store on that third week of October.
Horsewife says, going to grab myself some popcorn and chill. Sounds like a nice time.
Man, everybody's got lots of treats
Yeah.
and snacks.
Yeah.
What they don't have is liquid death.
Well, maybe some of them do.
Grant saying Dane's fun fact: he sings "Glory, Glory, Hallelujah" while in the public restrooms. He certainly did on this last trip.
He did.
He likes to. He said he wanted to spread American fever everywhere he goes.
Yeah.
I don't think I had a choice in that.
Well, it explains the holy water, right?
I needed an exorcism. Joey saying, "What is up, my dudes?" Happy Thursday.
What's up, Joey from the deep south?
Followed
He's got
by
his
raw
Pop-Tarts in
Joe,
hand.
it's funny is that not even 20 minutes ago I had myself a raw Pop Tart and it was amazing. Strawberry all the way,
Guys,
baby.
just raw bros.
Dude, I would raw Pop Tart
Raw popping.
with Joey anytime.
Yeah, you guys just
cheers
tag
in-
team
cheers
raw
in a couple
Pop-Tarts.
raw Pop Tarts and getting after it.
Yeah.
We have Rick Heine says, "Hey TRC crew, any advice on the OptiBond gun? I can't seem to get the hang of it for plastics and tires."
Rick, so this is one thing I would do is if you're using OptiBond, dilute it 1-to-1 with water.
Yeah.
Put it in the gun and adjust your settings on the gun and make sure you have at least 100 psi, which I don't know what that bar is in bars, European bars, 100 psi. Somebody could do it. But I'm going to say 100 psi. If you're running 100 psi out of your gun,
25 psi per bar, I think.
I think it is, so maybe 4 bars. You got to have a lot of pressure.
Because a bar
Because-
is like 20 psi,
Yeah.
right?
But then you want
25.
to
Somewhere
put
around
your
there.
thumb over the hole, make sure the product's shaken well, mixed with the water, 50-50, and then set your gun so that it's just hitting the product. Because you don't want it to saturate and you don't want it to just spray air. So you want it to just where it gets. I advise getting a piece of cardboard and just kind of playing with your settings. One of the nozzles allows the adjustment. The other one actually locks it. So, but once you have it set, it should be technically set and you should be good to go. So
gonna
have
go
fun. But I
back
know
to
the
the
key, 1 bar is 14.5 PSI.
Yeah.
So you're going to need probably 5 bars. You need a lot of pressure behind it to really help atomize it. And then once it's out, it's out. So Grant Hawtrey says, rumor has it Levi's beard got into a fight with Sam Elliott's mustache and it came to a draw. Well, thank you, Grant.
Wow.
Appreciate that.
That's a tough battle.
That's pretty nice. Ostergaard's Bilpage.
Wow.
Cheers from Denmark.
Oh, cheers.
Hey,
What's
hey.
up, dude? Skål. Oscar Hung Rhino checking in.
Hey.
It's almost the weekend, folks. Hang in there. Thank you,
My man.
Hung Rhino.
Big fan of Dane's.
He is a big fan of
Yeah,
Dane.
he pops in the
Evenings,
chat. Really nice guy.
streams.
I was able to help him out with some detailing questions the
Yeah.
other night.
Mike C says, "Hey guys, hope all is well. I'm wondering if
Oh,
Well,
sorry.
we were
I
going to
totally
try
bypass
but
that.
Dane,
That's
it
fine.
says, I hope you can see my message.
Yeah.
We could not because Dane ended it. For some reason, the last couple times I tried sending a message during Q&A, but it could not be read. Maybe it was a fluke.
no, it
Weird.
was Mike, or is this see the way Dane clicked out of that one so
yeah,
fast?
he doesn't like people sometimes.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Unless you're watching the Great Dane Films simulcast,
We got
then he'll answer.
we got Nobility today says
Nobility.
What's the best window cleaning solutions and rag? Gosh, window
That's
cleaning
a
solutions-
I'm going to
preference
say
one.
glass from Stiarna Gloss paired with the FTW.
See,
That's my favorite.
the towel is where it becomes really personal preference.
Yeah, but I'm going to
'Cause
say that's mine.
FTW is a safe choice you could recommend to anybody. Nobody will not like the FTW. I think
Hopefully.
that's right. That's a
Yeah.
safe choice. My slightly more controversial opinion is I love the diamond towels for glass. Those are really
you're
good,
known.
but they are grabby. They create a little more friction because you're getting the absolute cleanest pass.
no
It's a
one's-
trade-off.
Dane Hennon loves friction.
I mean,
feels better.
just use
usually.
proper lubrication.
Yep.
All right.
Voodoo 350 says, "What's up, guys?" And then we have Larry Singleton saying, "Howdy,
Howdy.
howdy back." And then David Boyce coming in with, "Levi, your interview last week with Jamie the Cleaner was awesome. Andy, you held it down by yourself last Thursday. David, you've called me Andy more times than I can count. And
Keep doing it. Keep doing
Keep
it,
it up, David. Keep it up.
You can call me. You can call me Tony. You can call me Ant. You can call me Anthony. You can
Andony.
call me
And Anthony's fine.
Anthony will work.
Anthony-
yeah.
Anthony's fine.
Anthony does the trick.
It's just you've done this multiple times, and
I
feel
think
if I
he
don't
just-
if I don't say anything that it'll
Yeah.
continue to happen.
It might.
Right, and so I
Once
just
it's locked in the brain, it's,
appreciate it.
Yeah.
That's
David.
it.
Larry Singleton says, "Have y'all seen the reports of Diamond Body being susceptible to micro scratches on hard paint before a full cure of about 3 weeks? 2 users in different states have seen this behavior. Weird. Levi, what do you got for me?
Well, so we have seen that. Honestly, it could just be temperature and humidity. Because remember, the product is cured via temperature and humidity. So if there are folks that are either it's too cold in their area, could happen. There are folks that maybe it didn't get applied properly, so it's not a full application, or maybe it's one coat instead of 2 coats. Or in like the case of other folks, they maybe ran it through a car wash right off the bat. We've seen that. So it's very interesting, but every time we've put it on, we haven't had a problem. But the key is, remember, I always tell people, try not to wash your car after putting a coating on it for at least a month. And the main reason is to give the coating all the time based on weather to cure fully. And then once you have a month, that's when you come back in, you check it, look it for high spots,
Which
make
I
sure everything's
understand.
applied. But I mean,
For a detailing-minded person.
every coating we've asked 1 month. So people who are jumping the gun on that, I can't help you.
My wife's car was coated last month. I still haven't washed it yet. Right. My
Right.
plan was to wash it, but I didn't have enough time. So I'm gonna wash it, and I'll let you know if
Yeah,
there's any. I'm not
exactly.
gonna, and I'm just gonna wash it like I would any other car. I'm probably just gonna use one bucket and
See what
if there's
happens.
any micro
Yeah.
scratching. I mean, but I know that she's been rubbing all over it on a dusty car, and I haven't
Yeah.
seen anything yet. And if people want me to, I can also take a video of a scan with a scan grip and
Well,
see,
how's that
see it.
camera?
Well, and the other thing, remember, Diamond Body and Diamond Body 36, 2 different types of products.
Yeah,
I wonder
that's
which
true.
one they're referring to.
Yeah,
What do you
because
think?
Diamond Body is a lot of hydrophobics and high chemical resistance.
Yeah.
That's the goal of Diamond Body.
Yeah.
Diamond Body 36 adds the hardness, the heavier hardness to it, because it's got greater concentration of everything.
I think we need to see. I think
That is a fair
It'll be
question.
interesting to see. It'll be interesting to see what happens.
If you know
So,
the answer to that, share it in the comments.
yeah. Detailing Show says, hello, everyone. Larry says, CarPro Essence Plus removes them. But again, weird. Right, Larry, again,
Yeah.
same thing. Looks like people are just waiting too long. Product hasn't fully cured. And again, we're talking about all over the country.
Dave
not too long.
572,
Not long
Right,
enough.
not long
Seeing
enough.
Family. Please like, share, and subscribe to all TFC
We
Media. Seeing
already
His
saw that.
Family. And Demo says, "What's the next best way to protect your pirate ship from being secretly boarded by devious pirates?" Demo, I'm not really sure. All I know is that it is a little scary when somebody happens to board your ship with a
I know the
bomb.
gamer answer, which is get good.
So why do you
So-
guys not have, maybe Iverson's friends,
Yeah. Yeah.
his pirate crew help
We
you
could
out?
use that.
We probably could use it. It's just last night we were playing this game, and this guy boarded our ship, and then all everybody said was, "There's a guy on our ship," and we're like, "Why aren't you shooting him?"
And next thing you know,
Yeah.
he
Next
ran a
thing you
knife
know-
through
Well,
you.
Glenn was
and
like,
you
"I'm
can't-
having a great conversation
next
with
thing,
him."
half our back of our ship blew up. And moving on, RL says, "Looking for a pump sprayer to efficiently apply ONR with reduced pumping suggestions."
Well, you can pick up an IK and fill it with air.
Yeah. I
I don't
mean,
know what you're trying to say here. We're
Yeah.
looking for a pump
So-
sprayer to efficiently apply
Reduce
ONR.
pumping.
Yeah,
you have to
just-
pump
you're
less.
gonna have to pump
the
it.
more you well, actually, that's not true.
No, the more product you use,
the more
you have
product
to
you
pump
use, the more
because you have to fill
air,
more air.
is available in the canister.
Yeah.
So the longer it
And it's
lasts,
not going to matter
up
which
to a point
which
of
unit
diminishing
you get.
returns.
You're always going to have that as you use less product. Now, we will say the IK9 multi
Yeah.
filled with air and ONR, lots of spray time. Lots of spray time. So, might check that out.
Yeah,
Joey
or-
Belinsky.
I was going to say, for the more impatient among us, there's the 12
I'm
and
not
there are the Pro
impatient.
2s that have Schrader valves that you can just turn and use a compressor and be done with it in
I know,
seconds.
but for ONR though, you can't do that unless you modify it.
Well,
Like,
if you got it, but if you have a multi,
there's no
There's no
multi. With
multi.
that. Dean,
I'm
you
saying
should
get
know
your
that.
hands on a
All right.
multi somehow.
Joey Belinsky saying, I think I've been hanging out with you guys for a year now. Thanks for all the knowledge and laughs for the last 12 months. This sounds like a goodbye, but it's not.
Oh.
Joey, we want to thank you for your southern hospitality that you've always shown us while you've been here.
Really is something.
From all the
True.
way in the deep south of California.
Sacramento's
Sacramento specifically.
It's not even
yeah.
that south in California.
It's not super
Yeah.
south, but we like to think of that as more of the Tennessee area.
Yeah,
of
the
deep
Tennessee.
South.
It's still southern.
southern for sure,
Yeah.
right? But there is still that touch of hospitality down there.
Joey, just keep being
Stanley
you, bud.
Walking Crow. Why'd you guys stop selling Optimum spray wax? Well, we've stopped selling a lot of Optimum products over the last 5 years. A lot of it has to do with demand. We got rid of some slow sellers. We got
Yeah.
rid of products that maybe the costs went up. Lots of different reasons, but that's
Yeah.
why. Saab LBC. Hey guys, love the channel. I used ONR for a number of years and I love it. Can I get your honest opinion on the comparison
Of
to
course.
the new PNS Absolute? Thank you.
Remember, we are O&R lovers in this house.
We are, but we also love Absolute.
And so when we talk about Absolute, know that we are coming from a place of extreme love for O&R. In the face of all the new competition that's appeared over the years, many people have gone, O&R killer, all this stuff. They get obsessed with it. But in reality, we know there's a hardcore audience for O&R, and I think we've done well to cater to that audience and really show that it can do amazing things. But Absolute was built on the foundation of understanding that, hey, you can actually do the O&R thing and improve some parts that maybe are a little frustrating with O&R. If you want increased slickness, it's there. If you want to have a different user experience in terms of the chemical makeup of the product, it is different. And I
Yeah.
think a lot of people who've gotten their hands on it now actually understand, it's not just a copycat, blah, blah, blah. It's its own thing.
Right.
So
yeah.
I think that goes a long way towards convincing people. Once they get their hands on it and try it, they go, that's what those guys
But
are
it's
talking
it's
about.
and like you said,
Yeah.
personal preference because we sell 4, 5,
Yeah.
6 different types of soaps.
Yeah.
You do?
They're
And
all
nobody,
great.
Nobody has a problem with
They're
that.
all great. Yeah, no one's blowing up the
But
internet
as soon
because
as
of
you introduce a new rinseless
Can't
wash,
believe you guys
whoa,
have
hey,
Arnagloss,
hold up.
Mata.
So-
and you're how dare you unseat Koch Chemi GSF with it?
Yeah,
and
so-
say it's better.
So
No, it's
rather than looking
different.
at it as a
different.
zero-sum game, as just, if they win, these people lose,
Yeah.
look at it more as, hey, we loved O&R and we love Absolute, And the fact that we love Absolute is based upon the fact that we love O&R.
We
and
love
it
rinseless
improves on
washing
things that
so
we
much that
enjoy.
we've added another one.
Yeah.
So
Crazy.
if you're like, if you're somebody who used to use O&R and then you got one over by like 914 or something, Absolute may be for you.
Yeah.
If it's something like that kind of drew you away, it's like, oh, I thought maybe the formula could be improved upon or something could change.
Yeah.
Absolute is something that I think will probably pull some people away from their current favorite rinseless wash.
There you go.
Yeah.
Hilfino saying, y'all don't actually detail cars while we watch anymore? Well, you got to pay for that kind of thing. No, I'm just saying we would do those.
Does he mean the live detailing
Yeah, he's talking about our
sessions?
live
We
tech
do those
talks.
from time
we
to
do
time.
those from time to time. We've been out of town. Dane and I have been gone for the last 3 weeks. We
haven't
and
been
Anthony's
here.
been on his own. So apologize for the last month of broadcasting that you haven't seen all of us here or a change in the stuff we do. But
Yeah.
that's why. Those we usually do just to help bring up some things, especially when we have some sort of live event or something that we got to do.
And they require a fair amount of production and pre-planning to set everything up, get the camera set up right.
Yep.
It's different than just going out and shooting a video.
Yeah, we'll figure something out though soon.
Yeah.
Trollin86 says, going to extract the carpets and floor mats in my Q5. I'm thinking about trying G-Technic Smart Fabric going into winter. Any prep needed for the best bond beyond a deep clean?
No,
Just
that's
make sure
it.
it's
Really? Clean, vacuum, and dry.
Yep.
Spray it on. Let it set up.
Done and done.
Tyler Graff says, do you guys run pad washers at home or just swap pads? I have a pad washer at home.
I have a
that
pad
use.
washer at home.
You guys swear by pad washers once you
Yep.
use them. It's
Well, none of us could.
It's hard
you
to go
know,
back.
Anthony and I each have the Lake Country pad washer.
Yeah.
It's a great tool. It's much needed. However, if I could afford to have a Dane Hennon sitting on the floor washing pads
extra,
for
yeah.
me
yeah.
while I work,
sit crisscross
just talking,
applesauce,
yeah.
bowl of water, chatting you up while I
Yeah,
sit there.
if I
and
could afford
knead
that, I would do
the
that in a
crap out of the
heartbeat.
pads.
I know you would do the same.
Crisscross applesauce, right?
Yeah.
With a big old bowl in his legs, right? And
Like
just,
a mixing bowl.
it's like a mixing bowl. I mean, like, honestly, I feel like I'm back in, like, medieval times.
Right.
As he's, like...
No, between
I know the pads,
Adam
son.
LZ's
Right.
house and Tavarish's place, I've done that on multiple occasions.
Right. Now, that is ultimately the pinnacle of pad washing
Yeah.
technology is Dane with a bowl of water and soap.
But we can't all have
but
that.
Next
so.
best thing, Lake Country pad washer.
Yeah.
So
And compressed air after that.
yeah, Prince Car Care. Anthony, I applied and got a new job at a dealership with high-end cars that need an in-house detailer. And because I still was a weekend warrior that can go to full-time, I don't have the clientele. He keeps talking to go full-time for myself. There you go.
Okay.
Heck
So
yeah, man.
nice. Enjoy
Congratulations,
it.
dude.
Do your thing.
Congrats.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Steven says, good afternoon. I seem to have an issue with lint on black paint when finishing with a product like Cart Pro Elixir or any finishing product. Any recommendations for a lint-free finish?
What towels are you using?
Yeah, so one I would switch to either pearls, so like our purple pearl, because
Tried and true.
it's a 70-30 Korean blend, or FTWs,
FTWs.
because it's a tighter twist loop weave. So both towels are very lint-free, but still 70-30 blended, still very soft.
If you like
Try
that
those.
plush feeling, that thicker
They
feeling,
both have,
FTW
yeah,
would
but
be
they
the
both have
direction to
the
go.
softness, but they both have bite.
But pearl,
So,
yeah, they both bite.
Graham
All right.
says, meet the gang because the boys are here. The lads to entertain you. The slow boat from Boise finally arrived.
We're
Thank
here.
you, Graham. Appreciate it.
Thanks.
Then Mark says, I just ordered Absolute from the Rag Company on Amazon.
Heck
Thank
yeah.
you, man.
Awesome, Mark.
CJ Burns says 7 bars. There you
There
go.
we go.
Oh, there we
100
go.
PSI is
Yep.
6.89 bars. There you go. Yep.
All the equations coming out.
Grant says, I was going to say your guys' PSI to bar is terrible. Sorry, Grant. We're not very good at metric scale stuff. So.
Let's just
No,
say we
so-
don't usually need
so
to worry
I
about
thought it
so
was either
doesn't come front
20,
of mind.
25,
You were
or
close.
15.
You were close.
Well,
It's 15,
it's-
basically. We'll just remember that.
So I know that now that I'm remembering this, because basically IK sprayers are 4 bars, 60 PSI for like most of those IK sprayers. So yeah, that would be, that if that was like 7 bars or over 6 bars, it'd be pretty insane on that thing. So yeah, it's not that high. Cabes.
Hey, gang. I'm giving Absolute a try, but I heard back and forth on it if it leaves anything behind. Oh, God. I want something that washes clean and leaves nothing. Can you confirm one way or another? It washes clean and leaves behind nothing.
People get obsessed with this point, and I'm going to try not to go deep
I know.
down the rabbit
Here we
hole.
go. Here we go. I got it for you.
Okay.
You're gonna wash your car with isopropyl alcohol.
There you go.
That's
the easiest way.
That is the one product you
only
can
one.
guarantee
That's the
you're
one
leaving
way.
nothing
Yeah.
behind. There are products out there. There are products out there that say they don't leave anything behind.
Yeah.
The only reason anybody should ever concern themselves with whether something gets left behind is if you plan on doing polishing and those kinds of things. And you know what?
No, not
O&R,
even polishing.
Blue Wash and Shine. I'm talking about any kind of product that doesn't have protection in it shouldn't be an issue. As long as it doesn't have a protective
The only-
It
product
should
in
never be an
it should
issue
not
unless it's going
be
into a
an issue.
paint shop to go get paint work done.
But
then there would be an issue.
Yeah.
Outside of that, what's the issue?
The point I'm getting at is if somebody uses
Well, they're never going to
green
just
O&R,
paint right over the top
if
of it.
somebody uses green O&R wash and wax, yes, then you have a wax that you have to contend with when you want to polish or you're trying to spray in between passes or any number of things there. If you're using blue O&R, which is the entire point of having it in the shop, is it's versatile. You can use it for all that stuff. You don't have to worry about anything being left behind, despite what people on the internet may say. Sure,
It's
there may
100
be
answers
some
for this question.
polymers
Well, body
there,
shop
but they
used to be
do.
a requirement of
The
certain
polymers
things,
there
right?
will be removed
Because
with a
it's-
prep spray
you can
and
breathe
do
in, what's
not
safe, what's safe for your
impact
lungs.
your ability to do the work
Too
you want
many
to do. Absolute
words
doesn't do it.
to answer this
O&R
question.
doesn't do
Seem very
it. You will be
triggered by this.
fine.
Conversation.
Too many words to answer this
Okay,
question.
so there's.
I just
there's-
really
there's
want to
three
drive the point
factors.
home for people who seem to
No.
have trouble with this.
Cabes, no. No.
Okay? No.
Rick says, thanks for the advice on the gun. Eager to try it out tomorrow. Good luck, Rick. Brett, Anthony, where do I get that sick Honda hat?
Thanks.
Well, one, you got to be a Boise State fan.
Yeah.
Brett, I think you are.
I don't know. So you just go. I just went,
Bronco Spirit.
So I got it at the Idaho Honda Rally, but I believe they sell it at Larry Miller Honda. I think it's their own
Yeah,
hats
I
that
think
they
it's their
make.
hat.
How many
that's
cars showed up to that?
20-something.
Okay.
It was a decent
There you
crowd.
Yeah.
Wesley Oak saying, please keep doing follow-up durability videos on that Diamond Protect Yoda truck. That water behavior and dirt release was impressive given the ease of install. I want to see how long it can do that.
Sure.
Good
Yeah,
point.
can do.
So for those wondering, my wife's Camry has Pro 120 on it. It's
big
been a
boy.
year. It's still doing exactly what that Sequoia was doing.
And the oleophobic properties you mentioned
it's
time and time
ridiculous.
again.
It's still-
you drive around and we're
still
like,
going.
oh, you just cleaned that thing? No, it's been weeks.
Still good. Harry Housewife, whoop whoop. Q4 Grand Ambassador, got to say that Diamond Body 36 coating looked banging in Anthony video the other day. Looked like an amazing product.
It really is.
Yeah. Larry Singleton says Gion Q2 foam leaves nothing behind.
Well, there's lots of foam that leave nothing behind.
Lots of foams
marketing,
don't.
but if you really want nothing, I mean, you could still have detergent left on the surface, right? If you don't rinse it thoroughly, and even if you do rinse it thoroughly, there's still
still
detergent,
soap that
and
pours out of cracks
there's
and
still
crevices
remnants
and
of soap
stuff.
on there. So really, the answer is if you want to wash your car thoroughly, just isopropyl alcohol.
The leaves nothing behind discourse is deliberately misleading.
Giving people all this
No,
bad
but that's-
information,
but
but
that's literally
it's, but
what
it's as,
Dave
but
said.
That's as crazy of an answer as what the crazy question they're asking.
Right, exactly.
Is.
But
I mean,
grumpy
that's
people on forums have poisoned people's brains to think that
Right,
this is
but
something that you should be worried
nothing
about.
behind.
Dave Phillips, Dave Phillips of PNS said, every product will leave something behind.
Every
It's just
product will
the
leave something
possibility of whatever it is.
And when you're prepping for a coating, you use a prep spray, and then it's gone.
and that's all you got to do. So Grant
Well,
Hawtrey
the
saying,
thing is, though, what everybody wants is everybody wants dried out plastics and they want dried out
Right,
everything
yeah,
because
wouldn't-
that's the route they're going
wouldn't
with
wanna have it
leaving
looking
nothing behind.
nice
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Because
moisturized.
you don't want to inhibit your other protection, but by virtue of that, you're using something that would essentially leave nothing and not moisturize anything. That would probably dry everything out, right?
Right.
So you could have the mentality.
gasoline would work great for that.
Gasoline
Yeah.
would work great. Lacquer thinner.
You know,
would
back
work
in the day,
great.
they used to wash cars with kerosene.
yeah.
Last I checked, soaps and diluted
Swell the
soaps
clear and
still
all
leave
sorts of-
something
Well,
behind
make
if
it
you're
shiny.
not, you know.
Grant Hawtrey Dane giving snickerdoodle recipes is not answering detailing questions.
I did not once get
That's
a snickerdoodle
what you were
recipe.
doing. That's literally what you did just a little
But
bit
I
ago.
want a snickerdoodle recipe.
David
Please,
Boyce.
if you want to share them, go ahead.
Sorry, all day, Anthony.
I don't know
hey,
who
man,
that is
I'm
either.
old. It's
That's-
hard to remember.
That's not my name.
Well, you're either
David.
Anthony or All Day Anthony.
No,
so it's your
just
choice.
Anthony from the Rag. I go, hey guys, Anthony of the Rag Company. Larry Singleton. Mine was done in
Running away.
75-degree weather in a garage in 2 coats. Washing for a month seems to be the right trick. Thanks. Yeah, I don't. Honestly, I don't know. I'll wash my wife's vehicle and I'll come back and I will take photos with a skin grip on it to see if I can getting the similar results. All I know is that Nick's coating seemed pretty rock hard. My coating seems pretty rock hard. And I haven't had. I haven't seen any issues.
Well, we've got a ton of cars here that have had a lot of the products on them.
And Nick's already gone through a car wash
a number
with
of
his.
years.
Yeah.
And he's already taken it through a hand car wash, but it was like a
It's not technically a hand car
Yeah,
wash.
Well,
it's like
and for
a
perspective, our weather here has
hand
been
car
pretty
wash.
dry for the
Yeah.
most part. So humidity is different here
Yeah.
than some other places.
Scott Campbell, yes, I agree. Not to wash after ceramic coating for a month. Thank you, Scott. Larry says, I was using DB36. Good job. Sam Squatch, happy Thursday. Good to see the trio back in action. I hope everyone is doing well. Just from the last video, Diamond Body Protect is phenomenal. Can't wait as time goes by. Thank you. RL says, to not have to pump so much.
Yeah. I get
Wouldn't we
you.
all want that? Cabe saying, is that a rinseless, though, for the wash? Scott, hi from Niagara. Hello, Scott. How are you? Grant, Anthony runs around the TRC shop with a large jar of dirt saying, I've got a jar of dirt. He has actually said that, Grant. I don't know if you've got a mic here.
Oh, yeah,
He's literally
see?
said that this week. I can't wait to pour some dirt on Dane. He
That
said
is-
that many times.
topsoil. I
Yeah.
was using the term
Strangely
topsoil.
Oh,
not
topsoil.
dirt.
That's right.
Tyler Cruz says, welcome back, fellas. Someone go in the graveyard and see if you can find me a case of Dragos.
It's funny
Yeah,
you
that would be the
mentioned
best
that.
way
We
to do
found-
it,
we
right?
found
It's,
some.
funny.
We
you say
got
that.
Luca says, how can I modify my AK Foam Pro 2 or Foam Pro 12 so that I could use it as a multi? Would I just change the tip and hose? Thanks.
Luca, you just have to email Anthony at the
No, that's not the answer.
That's
not
the
the
only
answer.
way.
It's literally never.
Nash
it's not
That is
Smalley,
the
hey
answer,
guys,
not
happy
the
Friday
answer.
Eve. I just applied Diamond Body 36 on my wife's Equinox over the weekend. Really enjoyed the products. I was nervous letting it sit for several minutes before leveling. Quite the reality shift. Yeah, it is different for
That's
sure.
the ease of use part of
but
it,
it
though.
comes off very simply.
It's friendly.
Yeah. Scott Campbell, I have 2 bottles of O&R, but more slickness. Love the video on cleaning wheels in the winter. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. Troy Preston, hey guys, just started using Absolute, and I'm not really finding the slickness everyone is raging about. It's great, and I love using it though. But am I missing something?
What
No,
wash media are you using?
honestly, it's just the sense and the feel of it.
Yeah.
The
Each their own.
sense,
Well, like, you know,
the
when you-
sense of feel.
Like if I wipe something down, I go,
Is
ooh,
your-
that's
is-
slick. That's very slick.
Yeah.
yeah.
You know, like when we washed. Remember we washed Dane's Jag
Yeah.
after Diamond Body 36.
Oh, that was.
And we were washing it with soap and our mitts, and we were like, whoa,
That feels nice.
Yeah.
this feels really good. And then you got it and you were like, whoa, you're right. This does feel nice. It's hit or miss. Sometimes you notice it,
example-
sometimes you don't. Maybe you're used to, if you're wiping down Dane's Jag
Yeah.
with soap and water and you've got Diamond Body 36 on there and you go to O&R and you go maybe to a car that you just bought, we'll say, you might not notice a difference in slickness. Or maybe you go to your car and then you go to your Civic after it's been freshly coated as well.
Yeah.
And you do an O&R or an Absolute wash and you're like, ooh, it's so slick. This Absolute is super. Well, is it the coating underneath? Is it the protection? Is
Yeah,
it the product?
I think it
I get
enhances
I
it amplifies.
totally-
For what
I
it's
totally
worth,
get
though,
it.
I washed up my Acura with. Remember we did the absolute wash.
Yeah,
and
the
have,
first
and,
time.
I didn't have anything on it.
Anything on it.
No,
have
it was
anything
both
on it.
zero protection,
Ooh, this
is-
possibly contaminated.
Yeah, I didn't have anything on it. And we both said, "Wow, this is slick." And I put Beadmaker on, and you go, "Wow, this is pretty crazy." And I go, "I know, right?" For some of the car that doesn't have anything on it,
Right.
So Oscar says, so I'm copying Anthony's regimen for polishing and can't get my hands on hyper polish from TRC. That's weird. What's an alternative? I'll be using TLC with some yellow wools, and I want a finishing comment.
Honestly,
dude,
TLC will do it.
TLC
should-
with the finishing pad.
but
Just get finishing pads.
You should be able to find hyper polish from us.
Well, if you don't buy it from us, you can get it from Optimum's website.
You know, also, I think on Amazon they sold as
Yeah.
well. But
Yeah.
really, that combo is, I mean, it's
Yeah.
good. It's always been good. It's always treated me right for years. Thanks, he says. And then moving up, we have Tyler Cruz says, RL, depending on if you have power tools and what battery ecosystem you are in, just about every one of them has a battery sprayer, no pumping required, which is
there you go.
true.
Yeah, it's true.
Milwaukee's has theirs, which I think is coming out right pretty soon.
Yeah.
And I'm already part of that ecosystem.
I just like the build
I'm a proud
quality,
owner
like
of 2
a-
Milwaukee batteries.
Yeah.
I like to judge people by their quantities of batteries that they have, right?
So, fun fact.
judge their value.
Yeah. So I came back from
You have to-
Germany,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right? I was there. I was also in Italy.
Yeah.
You know, enjoing the sights, the sounds, the smells of Auto
You-
Mechanica.
Just you, nobody else.
Just me by myself.
Yeah, yeah.
And when I came home, I was hanging out at home because I was home for a couple days, relaxing, chilling out.
Yeah.
And I was making some food.
Okay.
I look out my kitchen window
Yeah.
to my beautiful backyard that is overgrown because I haven't mowed it in like 2 weeks,
Okay.
3 weeks. So I go, I need to mow that. So I walk out there to actually look at the grass because I had a patch that was dying that had come back to life. And I was like, oh, very nice.
nice.
Then I look over in the grass,
Yeah.
my DeWalt impact driver.
What?
Your impact driver.
My small handheld one.
Your DeWalt.
Was there a
My DeWalt 18 volt.
storm that blew
Yeah,
it away?
okay.
Or
So your nice tool.
My nice tool.
yeah.
Sitting out in the grass.
Sitting out in the grass. Now, mind you, this was in the morning. I'd just taken the kids to school.
Yeah, there's dew on the grass.
A lot of dew
Wet.
on the grass.
Yeah.
Whole thing's pretty much soaking wet.
Yeah.
Sprinklers had been running in the morning.
Oh, good. Yeah.
So then my question was, I've been gone. I've been away from this homestead for 14 days.
Yeah.
Augie.
How long has this expensive tool been sitting in the backyard in the grass? And why was it not on the wall where it belonged when I left?
Yeah.
So what did I do? I took it out, shook all the water out of it, set it on the back patio so it could dry out.
Yeah.
Pulled the trigger, no juice. Took the battery out of it, put it on the charger.
Yeah.
I've let it sit out there for the past week, flipping sides to try and dry it all out before I plug the battery in. So I may be jumping on the new train of getting a new type of impact driver.
What
Perhaps an
Because my
M18 is
main
in your
main tool might be
future.
destroyed.
I mean,
Wow.
what do we got to do to get you into the Milwaukee realm?
Well, that's what I'm wondering. But you know what? I had a great conversation with the fine folks at
ecosystem.
Flex.
Oh.
I
So
know. Flex is
who's not to
fine.
say we might be having a discussion about perhaps some of their power tools.
I know, but the thing is, I don't think Flex has that nut busting torque that Milwaukee
They might not.
does.
You know,
That
and you and I
M18
are big
fuel is
big fans of those
something
nut busting
That
torque
that
machines.
freaking impact, it's not a driver, it's an impact
Yeah.
wrench. That thing is so crazy that like I am still to this day just amazed.
Now I
at
have an
what that is
air-powered
capable of.
impact wrench, but I do need my normal impact driver.
Yeah.
And this was my driver. That is
That's
No, when all
basically
else fails,
soaked.
the M18 will get those back walls. I mean, it just absolutely blows that out.
yeah, it'll-
yeah, it
It's
blows those
crazy.
back walls out.
Yeah.
Marcus Mac
Oh my god.
used it the first time 2 days ago in my 03 Tundra. Worked awesome. Absolute. We're under water restrictions here in New Hampshire, where almost everything is water. So yeah, well, good. I'm glad you enjoyed it, man.
Did you call it New Hampshire?
New Hampshire. Nash Smiley, I
Nash.
see you guys using paint coatings on all glass other than the windshields. Think about this. Oh, what do you think about this? So we use paint coatings on side glass. We don't use it
Certain
on
paint
windshields.
coatings.
Certain
well,
coatings.
Like Diamond Protect, you apparently can't do that with. That's what they say.
I've done it. It's okay. Doesn't
Yeah,
hurt
I
it.
thought it'd be fine too. But I mean, all the EXO and CSL I've done on side glass,
Sure.
or rear glass that doesn't have a windshield
Wiper.
wiper on it. So pretty much, and then same thing with Legend. You can also do Legend on side glass
Or
and rear glass.
Inspiration.
Or Inspiration,
Gloss coat, any of
You can do
those.
Gloss coat.
There's
So-
just some safety concerns when you introduce
Yeah.
it to the windshield.
Yeah, the main reason is the friction that is caused by your windshield wipers. So that's why we recommend
Shatter.
the specific glass coatings for those, because of the fact they're designed to handle that friction.
Yeah. Ron.
Hello, TRC. Welcome back, Levi and Dane. Thanks, Ron.
Thanks.
RL saying thanks. JB, berry flavor liquid death is definitely my favorite. Love that
It is
stuff.
delicious. It's very good.
Now I need to figure
Good
out
work,
where we're
JB.
at. Oof, that's too far.
Page one.
Page one it
Dan.
is. Okay. We are on to
The Sam
Squatch.
Squatch. Y'all have a phenomenal point. It's all preferential to what you like. Myself, I like to try different things and find my own way.
Yeah.
There you go.
Rana Yote says the LC pad washer is the bomb. It really is.
Yes.
And then Neil White says, Happy Friday, TRC. I need a Honda hat just like that one.
Man,
So
you should just get some of those and put them on a website.
Yeah.
dude, I'm telling you, Larry
Sell
Miller
some of them.
Honda, they made them. They
probably sell.
They might be on their website. You never know.
It's BSU blue with white.
It's got kind of a reflective quality to
Flex
the
foot.
H stitching.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Yeah.
It's pretty
Like
dope.
they called it a
what's-
flex flit.
What's funny
Flex
is that
flit.
they had two different hats there. They had black
Yeah.
with the white surround and a red logo, which I was like, oh, I wanted that, right? Didn't have my size, so I grabbed the blue one. Which
Honestly, looks good though.
Sam Squatch, just like TRC, towels, Creature FTW, Edgeless 365, all purpose. Just a few, but we see everyone has their own preference.
Yep.
Variety is a great thing, and everyone has their hand in the bag and wins.
Correct.
Sure, yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah. Absolute made my pearl paint pop. Also saw a commercial on YouTube showing the new IK Pro 112 with a battery air pump, which displayed runtime for 1 hour. Yeah, David, we've had it here for, since TRCMA.
Yeah.
Actually, since January.
We haven't talked about
We've had it here
'cause
for about
was
10 months,
fun testing.
beta testing it and having fun with it. Auto
had it at the
Mechanica
show, though.
was the
Yeah.
first time they actually literally had production models available to show. So super cool. And yeah, that new commercial is pretty rad.
I want that IK build quality.
CJ Byrne, 27, said, I came today to learn how to shill for PNS and make the big bucks. Thank you. Thank you, CJ. We appreciate it. Sure would be nice if we made those big bucks that everybody talks about.
It's so funny. We get paid the same amount we do every day, no matter what
Yeah,
we do. It's
right.
just, that's how it works around here.
Yeah. Grant says, Dane's going to have a rage quit. Watch the tablet get stuck in the wall. Graham, the slow boat from Boise equals T-shirts have arrived. Looking for a frame to put my sign one in. Nice, man.
Let's just
glad
say I
it
noticed
glad it
patterns
showed
on the
up.
internet.
And Ron, I'll be using Diamond Pro Body 36 on a 2022 Tesla Model 3 on 1017. Nice. Enjoy it, Ron.
Nice.
Tyler, is that how you get skid marks? By leaving something behind? Yes.
Woof.
Harry Housewife, clean the car with isopropanol and clean the windows with hand sanitizer. Job done. That's all you really need, right?
Yeah,
That's it.
that's how you leave nothing behind.
Yeah.
Now, we're going through these so fast, we're going to run out of questions.
We are.
It's okay.
Guys, you got to pop some questions
That's
in
okay.
here.
This
Keep
is where
thing
it's
moving.
because we're not telling our stories.
Dane, the sooner that we can get to the top, the sooner we can start telling stories of
Yep.
our youth.
And we'll chop our viewership
Steven-
in half.
Saying thanks for the recommendation.
whoops.
I've been using these Chemical Guys MIC 50706 professional grade premium microfiber. They leave a ton of lint, unfortunately.
You guys saw it here
I
first.
think we have a solution.
We didn't even pay him to say that.
Buy from us, please. Just go to
Buy.
theragcompany.com. If you sign
Yeah.
up for the newsletter, you actually get you get a 15% off coupon for your whole order.
We're having some killer
Plus,
towels
tomorrow
on
we
sale.
got Eagles, our best, our finest towel on sale for 25% off.
Fan favorite. if you
But
will.
seriously, go sign up for the newsletter, get your 15% off coupon, and buy some FTWs and some pearls.
Yes.
Carson Black says, any word on opening at TRC?
Does he mean a job opening or opening the storefront?
So in terms of job openings, we don't really know. Jimmy Wilkie is who manages pretty much all of the
He does
new
not.
job listings.
He
What?
doesn't manage those.
Jimmy's a busy
I've been
guy.
sending Carson to Jimmy this entire time. Are you telling me I've
For
been
a
sending him-
job?
Yes. Is that the wrong person?
John Green. COO of the Rag Company.
Why
John,
were you
that's
telling
the
me
chief.
Jimmy Wilkie then?
I don't know. Jimmy's been tricking
JW
you.
Media.
Probably
I think
because
he's
you
a
saw the car and
photographer.
just assumed, oh,
No,
that's Jimmy's
Carson,
thing.
email John at the Rag Company, JOHAN
Yeah.
at theragcompany.com.
Yeah.
Kimberly MC, greetings.
use
2
Jimmy as a
words for a
reference, though.
Saturday car wash.
Yes.
Well, dang. I don't know, Tony. How long did your face hurt from smiling?
Oh, a long time. Is
man.
she talking to me?
Yeah, it's for your Saturday car wash.
Oh, yeah.
Loved it. Thank you for the email, by the way. That was really nice.
Yeah, thank you.
It was
Kimberly.
very
Appreciate that.
impressive. Dan Pfeiffer said, proud owner of 10 Milwaukee
Wow.
batteries.
I mean,
that's pretty good,
That's
dude.
something really to shoot for, you
So-
know?
so-
Having 10 Milwaukee batteries.
So I have the one 2.5 and I have the one 5.0, right? But the 5.0 is what, $120 or something like that, or $150? So I've just been waiting for more excuses to buy more tools that come with a battery. But for what it's worth, man, I've had those 2 batteries for 5 or 6 years, 5 years now. No issues.
That's crazy. So I have a, just so you know,
about 5
I have a
years.
beat up Power Wheels that runs on
Milwaukee batteries?
well, currently it runs on DeWalt batteries, but it could work on your Milwaukee batteries if you want to put Lucy behind the wheel of that bad boy and teach her how to
I think he values
teach
her
her how to
safety
do
too
some
much.
standing burnouts and some drifting.
Rolling burnouts in that
Yeah.
thing. It'd be pretty wild.
Put a
that's what
proper
my
harness
daughter
and a
did.
roll bar and we'll talk.
She'd just sit there. No, she'd sit there. She'd put her weight on the front over the steering wheel, and she'd just stomp on that gas and let that truck just
I know. She'd
Just do
stand
it.
on it. She'd
just
watch
let
that
there.
rear
Yeah,
end
just
kick
watch
out.
it just go. So
Smoky burn.
Fernando says, have you guys tried Titan from Phoenix EOD? We have not tried out
No.
Titan. No.
Dan says he loves his Milwaukee half-inch impact.
Dan, it gets her
Dan's
done,
a
man.
Dan's a big fan of nut busting torque.
That's right.
Yeah.
Harry Housewife says my wife did the same thing to my Bosch impact driver. I left it on the side and she put it outside on the doorstep so I could see it. I didn't. It rained. It's dead. Got to get a new one. Yeah, mine was just hanging out in the
I'm
grass.
seeing these issues with
The
Bosch,
weather got all British on
DeWalt.
you.
I've seen these issues with Makita. Milwaukee just seems to outlive them all.
Strange.
Milwaukee built
And then he does say, I need to get myself a Rag Company hat. I need to rep the TRC. This one's all blacked out. You see that?
It's pretty sweet.
Logo's
Stealthy.
all blacked
Sweet.
out.
Yeah.
Super stealth. Is there a video online showing Anthony's regimen for polishing with hyper polish?
Look at some of our older videos. You'll find him
some of our
using
older
a lot of
videos.
stuff.
There's some
Yeah.
stuff.
If you look up the one with the GT350, that was one I like to recommend to people.
That one had that in it. And then I'm trying to think, there's got to be some other ones. And then honestly, in all the Wash Wednesdays that I did, like I was able to pull out some miracles with hyper polish alone, like on Adam LZ's car.
Yeah.
That was
And then
going into that job.
there's Tavares's car.
Honestly, it should not have just been hyper polish, but that was what we had, and you made it work amazingly. So
I think I also did Rob Freddy's car.
Yeah.
I mean, I did hyper polish. I've
Yeah.
done hyper
An
polish on so many different
NSX,
things.
335i.
But basically, the combination is TLC
Bentley
with some type
Continental
of
GT.
cutting pad, and then hyper polish with some type of finishing
Yeah.
pad.
Grant wants to watch you pop a vein, Dane.
The problem is, I know you're just doing it to try and get a rise out of it. That doesn't work. When I see people who are honestly misled by people online, that's what makes me mad. I hate when people spread misinfo.
Jimmy Moto says he was waiting for you, Dane, to get stranded at the Detroit Metro Airport. He had planned so many activities if you had gotten stranded.
Well, you know, Jimmy,
nice.
I
Jimmy,
would have looked forward
He would have
to that.
gotten
I
stranded, but
appreciate
you would have
looking
had a Dane that had stuff coming out of him. A
Yeah, that
leaky
would have been
Dane.
a- that would have
We
been
call
a-
him a leaky Dane.
Yeah, leaky.
Ron,
Why are you wearing a garbage bag?
It's for my and your good.
Ron, is TRC going to have a sale on Gauntlet and Twisters drying towels in the future? Possibly.
Twisters.
In the future, maybe.
In the future.
Got to know. If you need to know, you got to sign up for the
It's the
newsletter.
newsletter,
It's the
bro.
It's the best way to find out. Tyler Cruz, Anthony, since the summer's almost over, are you still enjoying all the shaft holding there in the yard? Your
You
straight
prefer it to
shaft?
be flexible if it's
So,
a
is it flexible
then-
or
I'm
is it
not
stiff?
flexible.
No, it's a straight shaft. It's
Straight
a straight
shaft.
shaft.
Okay.
And so,
So are you edging weekly?
I'm edging
Daily?
I'm edging probably twice a week, but it is a weekly thing. And so,
Well, you got to keep helps the
front,
strength.
Well, it's for the front and the rear, if you know what I'm saying.
Right.
And so, basically, got to starting strong, finish strong. But
Right.
no, I absolutely. love that
I had a
thing.
gentleman edge for me while I was out of town. So he came
That's so
around
thoughtful.
and mowed and edged my lawn. Just the front, though. I just said I only wanted the front edge. I just need that edging done.
Back wasn't tidy enough, right?
was
So the
okay.
Harry
Yes.
Horsewife
I let that
saying,
kind of go.
Have you guys tried Stjarnaglas Forest X, and will it be something your guys'
So,
stock?
yes, we would love to have it. Yes, we plan on it. But in this most recent order that is currently the restock that is actually coming over the ocean at the moment with 5-liter jugs, we do not have Forest X in the order because it wasn't ready yet. So,
Fernando,
what's your favorite drying aid final touch after a watch, Anthony?
elaborate.
Ooh,
Take your time on this one.
I mean, I honestly have been using a ton of Dream Maker lately, but I love Silky.
okay.
I used to really like using QS from Kosh Chemi. I've kind of shifted away from it, probably because I just don't like lugging that bottle around. It gets so freaking heavy with that big 1
They're
liter.
big bottles. If you get those big boys.
But I mean, really, Dream Maker does a couple spritzes of that, but I also have about 16 bottles of WOA's waterless wash that I've been trying to get through for a very long time. I'm trying to just blow through stuff. I haven't been really using my favorites lately. I'm using what I got, if that makes sense. I gotta start blowing through stuff. I've been finding old bottles of things. I used what's it called?
You got to eat your veggies before you can have.
Oh my
you know,
god! Did I use? I
treat.
used something as a drying aid the other day, but it was an old bottle, and it like sprayed out like this thick glue onto my paint, and I was like. And it's not a brand that we carry. It's an old bottle of something that we've discarded since. It was a little bit of that Labos Cosmetica.
Yeah.
The quick detailer. But I like it because it smells like pines. It smells very good, but it's been sitting for so long. I went to go spray it, and literally
consistency's all messed
shot
up?
out glue. And I went to rub it, and it just smeared glue all over the place. I went, yeah, I probably should have used this like more, but
Sooner.
it's only that much. I mean, there's like maybe an inch left in the bottle, but anyway, I'm just trying to blow through stuff.
Very
so,
dense.
we got Larry, what are we? I think
We're down
we're
to
at
David here.
David here says, I've tried Titan by EOD. It was fine, but I'm a bigger fan of Colon Crush by Lithium. because it made Color Crush.
I think you mean Color Crush.
Color.
It's not even the word.
Color Crush by
my.
Lithium because it made my pearl paint come alive. Just like Absolute.
So not okay.
Sorry, Lithium. Ron says he is signed up for the newsletter. There
That
you
just
go,
means
Ron.
Ron's a pro. Ron gets it. Ron's a smart
in the
man.
future. Neil White, Anthony, when are you going to watch the Marvel Werewolf movie on Disney? Great reviews so far.
I probably will. I probably will watch it. All I know is I need to get through that disappointment that is She-Hulk. Is the worst show I've ever seen in my life.
I'm just going to ignore all that and continue to watch Andor because it's the best thing I've been watching.
Don't watch
there.
She-Hulk. It's so bad, man.
Ethan Bland saying, favorite
Ethan.
uses for extra coating. I have a little left of Diamond Body 36 and Diamond Glass. So 36, if you want, you can put a little extra. But the other thing is you can seal it up, put a little electrical tape around it, and just store it in a cool, dark place and just leave it for
Like
a little
a
while.
fridge
It'll be
if it's
all
not too cold,
You don't even need to
maybe?
put it into a fridge. You can just dark place.
Okay.
Same
long
with
would
Diamond
that
Glass.
keep?
You can put a second or third coat of Diamond Glass on your window and use it every few months, or do some friends and families. Maybe for your, you got some parents, maybe a little treat for them for the winter. Say, hey, why don't you, next time they're over visiting, you can just go out there, do their windshield for them
Cracked
real
open,
quick.
what kind of shelf life are we talking for somebody
6
who
months
would
to
do
a
that?
year, as long as the
Okay.
bottle is closed tightly. And I would recommend putting a little electrical
try
tape
and
around
seal
the
it up a
seal.
little.
The key is just not letting a lot of air in.
Yeah, the oxygen is what gets you.
Joey, where are those Stjarnagloss big boys at? They're on their way. They're on their way.
Yep.
I think I got notice that they had docked and are getting put onto a train.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So that
Anthony,
was
go
last
ahead
I
and read
heard.
this one.
Color Crush did nothing for my daughter's gray Lexus or my dark blue MB. Had hopes, but nothing. Maybe you could call it then Colon Crush.
Yeah.
Harry Horsewife says, I love nothing more than watching Levi and Anthony talking away and Dane trying to move the conversation on.
That is our
Thank you.
standard dynamic.
That is literally what our
own
life
sense of enjoyment in that, and if you get it, you get it.
they know what they're doing.
Stephen Lazarus says, on the topic of finishing rags, don't see much on care. My routine consists of using washing on cold, tumble dry on delicate. Is this the best? Yep, it's all great. Honestly, it's just your towels.
Yeah. The other thing is you can buy rags to riches from us. It's
Yes.
literally one of the top selling, if not the top selling microfiber wash brand on Amazon.
And if you're not quite sure how the whole process works, we have videos that show
Tons
you
of
how to
videos
do
on
it.
it.
Check it out. Just type in Rags to Riches, the rag company, and it'll come up on YouTube. Lots of options.
Grant says Anthony is Boise's Johnny Sins. He gets involved in the edging trades. That's right.
Well, he is one of the most skilled and talented worldly persons out there. I mean, he's done every job out there. It's amazing.
Literally.
like
Says,
undercover
hello,
boss.
towel gods. What's up, man?
Hey.
Good to hear from you, Hans. G. Davis, will Dane address the girl in the room? No, not Andy's. Andy's Harambe hat. Did he become sick before or after the virgin sacrifice aboard the Italian super yacht? So G. Davis and I, last week, were having a great conversation
Oh no!
about your discussions. Like he said, he was following your trip stories
yeah.
that you were posting on Facebook and Instagram.
Sure.
And he said it was enjoyable to see your tour, the way you would document or talk about the tour, things that you were doing. And I said what I loved about it was it embodies Rick Steves. And I said it's almost a Dane
I'm going to
Hennon.
upset some people when I say I'm horribly insulted by that comment.
I said you're the
'Cause
Rick
I don't
Steves.
necessarily think very highly of Rick
I said you're the
Steves.
Rick Steves of Europe, like Dane Hennon does Italy.
Give me
And-
Anthony Bourdain, please.
And then he said, yeah, but Dane one-upped Rick by performing a live virgin sacrifice on a yacht. And Rick has never done that. And I said, you're right. He usually just finds old other things
when
to
people watch
sacrifice.
detailing videos and they go, that guy's just reading the label. Rick Steves is the travel equivalent of that.
I love listening to Rick Steves because he's always so
Wow,
funny.
that's a fantastic road over there. Oh, golly, there's cars driving on it.
Oh, golly, I turned this corner and there was this delightful little panderia that I
Wow,
just
it's
ate.
adorable.
I filled my mouth with all kinds of cream. and delicious baked goods.
So anyway, Tony's here.
Speaking of blowing through stuff, who's still got their half full gallon of McGuire's glass cleaner concentrate? Sound off in the chat.
I gave it away to my
you
neighbor.
go.
I did. I got
That's
it out
nice
of the
of him.
garage. I went up to my
Clean old
neighbor. I
glass.
said, "Hey man, do you need a glass cleaner concentrate?"
Which neighbor took it?
Across the street.
Oh, okay,
Drew.
yeah.
He's like, I don't know. He's like, not really. I said, dude, this thing right here will make probably like 100 gallons in this, or not 100 gallons. It would make a ton of product. And he's like,
100 bottles.
I'm like, you can use it on anything. He's like, I'll just take it. I said, cool. So Hans goes and says, can DB30 body put on single stage?
DB30 body.
DB30 body.
So, if in case you're wondering, Hans, diamond body can be used on single stage, but you need to make sure that you're not over applying
Right.
diamond body. Now, diamond body 36, yes, you can also put that on single stage. They're all safe for single stage. Jens Francois, best degreaser for cars. We like what we have. We have Green Star by Kosh Chemi. We like Forced from Stiarnaglas. And we really like Power Clean by Optimum. Yeah. There you go.
So on that note,
Yeah.
right, we've actually come to a good little halfway point here.
Yeah, you're right.
In the stream. So we're going to be going to a quick break.
Yep.
And we'll be back after just a few messages.
Don't go
Stay
anywhere.
tuned.
Write up some new questions. We'll get them after this.
Back in a couple minutes.
$15 for. Hello, and welcome back. One more hello for those who are counting. All right, guys, welcome back. Hope you enjoyed those wonderful ads. We really enjoy giving you quality stuff to look at while you wait and we gather our senses and such. But anyway, we're back here. We got some questions. Best degreaser for cars, Jens.
We already answered that
already
one,
got that
Jens.
one. I believe the next one up is right here from Fernando.
Do spray sealants and quick detailers expire? I purchased a gallon about 8 months ago and noticed some coagulation in the container. Shake it up, Fernando. Literally shake it up. Many times, no. But if you're working out of a, like, not a temperature-controlled garage or a mild temperature garage, like let's say your garage got up to like 110 this year, and in the winter everything freezes, probably bring your detailing products inside so that they can stay in somewhat a climate-controlled area.
You just don't want extremes.
Yeah, you don't want extremes. So, but if you're, well within and you're totally fine, then you should have no problems, especially if they're stored. The key is just to make sure that you shake them up every once in a while.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much all detailing products.
Fair.
Road to Detailing saying, evening all, what's going on, man?
Hey.
Ron Iote says, Steve Lazarus listened to Levi Anthony Dane. They were pre-med in college. That's right, we were.
That's true.
Han says, what would be a good plishing pad to use with clarity cream? So
Tony.
Hans, this doesn't really, it could be anything that you want. I like the Rupes wool pad.
Clarity.
I like using a stiff pad, like the blue Rupes foam or even the maroon Buff and Shine. That's one of my favorites for that. Lake Country's blue foam is another great one for that, because you want something a little stiff to provide that cut. You can also get away with the microfiber cutting on windows because they're a little harder and able to handle that a little more.
That's a lot more cut.
Tony Mazzell says he likes a nice hard stiff pad when using clarity cream.
Smart man.
And then Oscar, $1.99 super chat.
Thank you
Too
so
kind,
much.
dude.
Just enough for
didn't have
Dane
to
to be
do
able to
that.
buy a Liquid Death.
That's very nice.
So we just walked out at the break, and Jimmy was pounding one of their lime flavored Liquid Deaths, enjoying it,
lime?
talking about how good it was.
Wow.
Saying, this is my new favorite.
It's hard to believe that we're going to go broke buying water.
It's going to be weird. Tom Smith saying, I got my first bottle of Bead Maker and I have a spray wax applied to my car at the moment. Do you recommend stripping it and using Bead Maker as a standalone finisher? I wash my car once a month. Thanks. No, go for it. Spray it on there. Have fun with it. Ken Jeeper, I tried at Jamie the Cleaner's Clean Maker. I love it. There you go.
Knows what he likes.
Those of you wondering what Clean Maker is, go check out Jamie the Cleaner's channel. He's got lots of videos on it.
Can I interest anybody on one of these Mamba sticks?
No.
What are those?
It's a Mamba.
It's like a haiku.
It's like a Mamba, but it's a stick form. The texture is superb because
See, the problem is I don't know what a
hard.
Mamba is.
What? What do you mean you know what a Mamba is?
It's
Mamba,
like
Dane.
it's like a haiku, Dane.
Okay.
It's like
I know what a
laughing.
haiku is.
It's a taffy.
It's a taffy. You don't know what a mom?
It's a fruit-flavored taffy.
Would you
just
like
like
it,
a
Mom,
Laffy
then?
Taffy.
I feel like I probably shouldn't based on my
So-
recent
health history.
results. I'm
Dane-
checking
Dane-
stuff, and I'm
well,
like, I'm going very safe.
And
with my
like
diet here.
myself, I'm not a big taffy guy on my teeth.
Really?
I don't like losing teeth.
You don't lose teeth in
Haichu is an
taffy.
exception to the rule, though. I like
Haichu is soft, but
Haichu's
like
soft and
gentle.
manageable.
Well, no, but these are nice because I think these have been around for a while, and I think that it was
Did you
like
keep them in
old-
your pocket?
No, it was an old batch. I went to the gas station. I found them in the very back, and they were like rock hard. And
So
I
did
said,
you just sneak in the back and found them in a
I
corner?
said that these. I'm like,
Yeah.
how old are these? They're like, we haven't sold those for 4 years. I said, I'll take them.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rag Company. I don't want to answer that one.
Yep. Moving on.
Joey Belinsky placing my vote for chaotic something or other. Kyle Jackson just got a chance to try out the cordless
Nice,
Milwaukee
Kyle.
15DA. Loved it.
Yeah.
Nice. Larry says Diamond Body 36 after 25 days is glossy as heck and seems to fight off dust. It looks great too. I can't wait to play with it more. Thanks for bringing it to us. You're welcome, Larry.
Enjoy.
Have fun. Whoa, the DVK.
Hey,
All right, we got to
this
give it
guy.
that for a little round of applause for the DVK popping in.
Congrats
On
on
the
new
live
gig, by
Q&A
the way.
with the new gig,
Yeah.
saying, check these dudes out. What a bunch of shine slinging stud muffins.
Better than slime slinging.
He knows what's up.
It's
Yeah.
true.
If
knows
anybody
what's up.
knows, it's that guy.
Fernando saying, absolute, you can put that S on everything. That should have been your advertisement.
Yeah.
Well, better than Dane, did you try and poison us? Jimmy Moto, who teaches a good machine sanding class? Thinking about trying to organize a training event for our polishing team. Machine sanding is a little harder. I would recommend, if you're looking for some of the hand sanding and some light machine, I'd reach out to the guys at Gloss University. So that's David Patterson and Jason Kilmer. And reach out to those guys, Jimmy. Yeah, glossuniversity.com.
Does Jason Rose still teach palm sanding?
Jason does.
Yeah.
Jason
Yeah.
Rose at Rupes. Rupes hosts those as well. And so you could reach out and see if you could get something figured out with that.
I know
Any
they
one
do
of
like-
those
I know they do
guys
like an
will-
advanced sanding class where they bust
They
out
do
the
do an
palm
advanced.
sanders and everything
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah. Kyle Jackson just got to try out my new. We already answered that
Yeah.
one. Iftar. Is it okay to use the FTW towels to remove a ceramic coating? Sure.
Sure.
Yeah, you can. Totally fine.
Yeah.
Frantic says your must-have snack in the car. On road trips, I'm all about the red vines.
Okay. Yeah. See, that's a safer choice. What about you, Anthony? You love yourself some snacks in the car on the road.
Some air dried or some air dried gummies, basically.
Yeah.
Cured gummies that have been cracked open the week prior to the road trip.
Yeah.
And they are there for my chewing pleasure.
And I agree with the gummies, and I agree with the red vines. Mostly, I just want to avoid anything that has crumbs or dust or something that could get under the surfaces of the car. I don't want to be opening a bag and having it just go
Never happens for me.
over, you know.
I don't
You open
either.
like corn nuts or
I
something.
had a lot of chips.
If you feel like losing a tooth.
Like I eat a lot of chips on the
Okay.
road. I don't mind that. I don't get crumbs and dust all over me.
Well,
and if
it's
I do,
just-
I just go like this.
And now it's under
gone.
your seat.
Yeah, but I'm going to clean the car afterwards.
Yeah, but see, I don't clean my car very often, so I just try and avoid that.
You're trying to
scenario in
avoid the
first
buildup.
place. Right.
I
Yeah.
think that
I'm thinking ahead. That's all.
I would say that I don't eat anything that's greasy. Greasy foods are what gets to me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If my steering wheel starts not feeling like my steering wheel or not feeling like a steering wheel
Little
should,
grimy.
I don't like that. And I also don't like when my if my elbow and the armrest is too greasy or slick. That freaks me out as
How
well.
about your seatbelt getting a film on it?
Dean, God bless you. I've never had that issue.
I feel like
I've
we've
never
cleaned
had
some
that.
cars. That
I've never
it
had
get
that issue.
real dirty.
Never
I've never had that
Where it
issue.
starts to, like,
Are your
turn
hands
black.
overly greasy?
Dane, no.
They're
Dane,
never-
This is that time where you're like,
Yeah.
just ever get a film
You
behind
get that
Yeah,
film
it's a
on here?
little-
No, because we
no.
wash our ears.
You're like, well, never mind then.
Oh wow, strange.
Well, yeah, no, I've never. My seatbelt is always as clean as it's been day one.
I feel like we've handled some
yeah.
Wash Wednesday
Yeah.
cars and stuff where you
Mine
look and
has,
you go, oh.
mine has too. That's a very odd, strange request.
It's
Now,
something
I
to
will
look
say,
out for.
I will say, the
Yeah.
only time,
It's a woven fabric of sorts.
the only
Yeah.
time I've seen that on a normal person's car is because they own the Bad Boy Burger franchise and they
Hey.
cook Bad Boy burgers
So
and
they're
French
wearing
fries
it all the time.
So they're walking
Yeah.
out of having a grease. They're covered in hamburger and French fry grease from working at a fast food restaurant.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Those are the only times I've seen where they have it on
Fry cook.
they have it on their seats and they have it on their seat belt from grabbing
Yeah.
it every day. I don't work as a fry cook. You don't work as a fry
No.
cook. So why is it on your...
Did I ever say it was on mine?
I'm just
no,
wondering-
I didn't.
Okay, good.
I
I'm
just brought
I was
it
a
up
little
because
worried
I
about
have
it.
seen
a little
plenty
worried.
of cars.
A little
I've gotten
worried,
into
Dane.
Taxi cabs we got into in Germany and Italy. Looked at those seatbelts. Little sus.
I didn't wear my
Little
seatbelts
sus.
when we were in Germany because it's not the law. And have to
all
worry
right.
about it. All right. Kimberly saying the only good episode is She-Hulk, and that was even sketch. I assume last week's episode. Randy Ricochet, good afternoon, gentlemen. The bro cab driver story was fantastic. I loved
bro.
hearing about that trip. Well, we all learned something that morning, and that's all that matters.
I recorded a video and I'm not sharing it here, but it was too funny not to record.
Joey
that conversation.
Walensky picked up a new Apple Watch Ultra for the extreme activity of weekend detailing. 1010, highly recommend as long as you don't have baby wrists like
Well,
Anthony.
that's unfortunate. Joe was about to hit you up and say, "Hi,
Wow.
I think I might be in the market for an Apple Watch."
I think I'm looking at.
So now
honestly,
I guess I'm not doing that. And,
I'm thinking that maybe I'm gonna give a phone call to some friends.
Yeah.
About a new Apple Watch Ultra someday.
Yeah.
Yeah, how about those of us who have the opposite of baby wrists? The ones where, you get folds on your
Well,
folds.
Dane, a lot of people call that those are baby wrists.
That's
That's what our baby wrists are.
Why does your forearm fold onto your hand?
This is a problem.
When you look at like a baby, like, look at those little chunky wrists. You just want to eat those things.
Yeah.
And then you look at Dane's and he's like, I got chunky wrists too.
Why do your wrists have muffin tops? Okay, Grant Hawtree, Dane, you find that Toyota van Hot Wheels yet? I did. Thank you. I thought that was Seabass who gave that to me.
That's awesome.
Oh, man.
Funny.
Jimmy, we've been buying Liquid Death by the case in my house. Black cans, aka unflavored sparkling, has the right balance of water to fizzy. Lol. I know, right? It's good. It's really good.
Yep. Jody.
Wow, that is just refreshing.
Can single stage paint be coated just like clear coat paint? Yes, it can.
Pretty
The
much
Mad
any case,
Hatter.
yeah.
Hi. What's up,
Hey.
Mod Hatter?
Hi.
Grant saying anything you're looking forward to this SEMA, boys. Just going to SEMA. Just taking the boys to SEMA because they didn't go last year.
Yeah, last year was
I'm
a year
excited
off.
to show off the new hall, all the new bathrooms for Anthony to check out.
Wow.
The Dunkin' Donuts that's right outside the West Hall. The tunnel,
Overrated. Yeah.
the Tesla tunnel, where you get to literally walk down, get in, hop in a Tesla, and it takes you to the next hall, and you pop out and take the elevator, and you're back up in the center. It's pretty amazing. You can get all around. You can get all around the area
So-
with the Tesla.
I will say that I'm
From the
most
boring
excited to see the GR Corolla there. Right?
yes.
'Cause
Yeah.
'cause I know-
I'm sure
I know-
there will be some.
I know they'll be there. I know that the new Civic Type R is going to be there as well.
I'm
So
hoping
no,
to
they're-
see a
well,
C8 Z06.
Honda's not going to be there.
I know Honda's not going to be there, but there's going to be somebody.
Somebody
that's,
will
'cause
have it.
I know
Hopefully.
Spoon has their hands on one.
Yeah.
I know that a couple other people have their hands on them. I'm curious to see because I think they start shipping. Like I think people start getting the 2023s like here around.
Yeah, they
In
might
the next
be.
month.
They might be.
You've got the new Z, you've got the Corolla GR, you've got the Z06 of the new C8.
Yeah.
You've got, there's quite a few options.
There's
that
quite
are
a
out
few
there
there,
now.
which
Yeah.
but I think that honestly,
I did get to see
Corolla.
the new Z at Monterey. I really liked it.
I think it's a-
really
Was
I
it
think
that
it's-
kind of highlighter color though?
Yeah.
yeah,
It was good.
I think it's
Okay,
nice.
maybe you like it.
I really liked it.
I feel like it's still missing that little colored crossbar to break up the grill a little. It makes it look a million times better, in my opinion.
I think it's an okay looking car, but it'll look better once people start getting their hands
Yeah,
on
once they
it.
start modifying a little bit. The other thing I'm just excited is we got we got Jack coming, we got Freddie coming, we got all our friends going to be there. A lot of the brands. I'm excited for tacos and beer.
Yes.
And I'm looking forward to it. I think we're gonna have a good time.
And Freddie's bringing the Ferrari this time.
Yep. We'll have a Freddie's Ferrari in the booth. So if you guys have been watching Tavarish on YouTube, you can check out that white Ferrari 488 Stradale.
Not a 488, probably a 458. I have to go double check again because honestly, I haven't.
Grant
kept track of that
Hawtree
one.
saying Jason Rose machine sanding. Yes, that's right. Tony says, who
Or it
from
could be a
TRC
470.
will I see at SEMA this year? Well, the three of us plus 5 other employees. So there's 8 of us going.
Yeah.
And then Jeff and Carolyn are 9 and 10. G. Davis, congrats to Dane for being recognized as the top new Twitch stream by the Nude Asian Businessman Association.
What a coveted
They call that
prize.
They call that NABA. So
Not to be. Don't mix that up with another organization.
hey
with a very
guys
similar
from
name.
Fireflies. Hey guys, do you know which TRC towel from you ColorLock uses? Best regards. So they don't actually use a towel from us. That ColorLock towel is not from us.
It is not.
The little yellow towel that they use that
Yeah.
says ColorLock on it, it's not from us.
New. I love that you have.
Lars
a
even
Lotus
said, "I'm
Elan.
sorry, that's not my towel. It's not your towel, but it is a pearl weave, and it is a delightful little towel.
And that is a delightful little card on your profile picture.
Actually, it's really close to the glove box towel."
Anyway, Don B.
Don B, hey TRC crew, happy Friday Eve. Haven't seen Juan in any of the content lately. Will he be back in the future? So Juan will be at SEMA with us in the booth working. He is in Colombia. So Juan spent the last week in Colombia hosting trainings and IDA events down there and was killing it, having a great time. He was flying back yesterday. So Juan has been doing all kinds of his own
He
stuff
travels a
and
lot,
traveling.
And it's also important to note that when he does live somewhere, it's quite a few hours away from here.
Yeah,
so
he's
it's
about
not like
well, and that's the hard part is he's
stop by
3
kind of
hours
thing.
away, 4 hours away, and when he comes up, we would plan it. But the problem is that with the summer and all our travel and all his travel, a lot of it just hasn't lined up. But he is on the docket. He will be with us in the next 3 weeks at SEMA. So he will be at the booth. So plan on seeing some more stuff from him while we're at SEMA. Harry Housewife, where do you guys stand in Easy Cheese, the stuff in the can? I love it. I got some this week from my friends at the American Air Base. I loved it, but my British friends think I'm mental. No, dude, Easy Cheese and some crackers. Dude,
Cheese Whiz.
that's a good time. Yeah.
Dude, Cheese Whiz
I love it.
with a you put one of those little Vienna sausages on a cracker.
I'm not a Vienna sauce. I'm just putting it on cracker.
Well, those little Smokies.
I love
Little Smokies, but I'm not a Little Smokies kind of guy. I like just a cracker, like saltines, or even those butter crackers, like those like country club crackers, what they call them. One of those, dude. I could sit there and kill a can
I just
and a box of crackers.
You grab
stuff.
yourself a cracker, you put one little Smoky on the top of it.
The artificial
you cover
flavor
it,
and the consistency.
Then you cover
is
it and you
just-
cover it.
No.
I had a my teenage years were kind of weird with food. I was experimenting a lot.
A lot of teenagers were experimenting.
like American
And-
Pie.
And so, kind of like that, right? Because I was actually in the kitchen putting in the work, right? And but yeah,
Okay.
little Smokies on top of a cracker covered in Cheese Whiz. It shouldn't be as good as it is. It is scary.
Now I do have a
well, we
guilty
know what we're bringing Darren when we go to Waxstock.
Yeah.
There is a
next year.
guilty pleasure cheese I have, which is that terrible liquid nacho cheese they have at
I
like
love
sports
it.
games
Love
that
it.
they put onto.
Oh, yeah, no, that's delicious.
It's terrible and it's like glue, but I do like.
No,
but I
when-
cannot
stuff.
stand
when
cheese
when
whiz.
that chip gets floppy and soggy, that's when you know it's good.
It's it's like hot and it just starts to melt it.
Yeah.
Oh god.
G. Davis says, Anthony, if your shoulder's getting greasy on a road trip, maybe you're trapped in a truck stop men's bathroom.
Wow.
Could
Yeah.
be. You
The
never
weirdest
know.
twist of a movie yet. Okay.
Fireflies, is the Edgeless 365 the same towel as a creature towel? No, they're two different sizes.
Also,
One
the
is
creature is 420 GSM.
Thanks, Dane. That's what I was going to say. Joey Belinsky saying, haha.
I don't know what he's laughing about.
I don't either. Anthony goes for the truck driver that have a body punctured. Wait. Okay. Grant says Anthony goes for the truck driver that have a body of punctured novelty things from a truck stop.
That is wow.
I don't even know what that
Okay.
was reading there.
Hugo says liquid death is water from the Austrian mountains. Not very high quality water.
I know.
over
It's like
here.
the Alps.
Lovely.
That's what it says.
Yeah.
Austria.
It says it's Austrian. It says
Really?
it's from the Alps.
That's pretty funny. I like that. He's like, it's not great water. Yeah. Well, I guess there's that.
We have Boise water that you can get, or at least Idaho water from like Rathdrum or whatever.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it's like 8.5% alkali.
Frankenmarketer.
They're going to say 8.5% alcohol,
No,
and I'm
Like
like, our water's
8.5%
weird.
pH, 8.5 pH.
Frankenmarketer, Austria.
Yeah.
If this
Wow.
is bad water, speak now, Hugo, so we know what we're putting in our body.
Sure.
It's delicious
Bottle
water.
at the
I was going
source.
to say, it tastes
Wesley
like water to
saying,
me.
"Oh, you just wait, guys. These are going to get wild."
I believe that. I think the
Thank
best
you,
one
Wes.
I've seen was at the Tokyo Auto Salon, that orange one. If you know, you know. All right. Don B.
I had a chance to use Absolute. It was a little clumpy in the water when pouring it in capfuls. I mixed it. Seemed okay. Is that normal? Yes. Overall, very pleased with results. Finished with Bead Maker, Paint Gloss, and Dream Maker. Dang, that's a good group. So here's the other thing. Shake that bottle of Absolute, just like you saw Dane do in the video.
Shake it like a Polaroid picture.
You got to shake it up before you take it and put your dilution. The key is...
shake it before you bake it.
Shake it before you bake it. So shake it up because you want to make sure everything is mixed well before you then dilute it. That's the biggest thing. Many people are just taking it, pouring it, and going, oh, this isn't mixing right. Well, you got to shake it up.
But the user experience
like Anthony said,
different than some might
shake
expect.
it before you bake it. G. Davis says, in expectation of Mobile Tech Expo, I went ahead and made us all reservations at Disney's Macaulay Culkin and Michael Jackson's bathtub breakfast buffet. Thank you, G. We can't wait. It's going to be a great time.
Crazy that they never cleaned the bathtub. You know what I mean? After all those years.
Joey Valinsky says, nothing steps up a charcuterie spread like some pressurized canned cheese.
Yeah.
That's right. Charcuterie, Dane. That's what it is. Rye Guy, hey crew, Levi, is it key to get Bead Maker applied over Uno Protect within a short time frame? Or could you still get the same results of bonding if you applied a thick layer of Bead Maker weeks later? Well, Rye, I want to thank you for directing this question at me as the father of the Dream Maker or the Bead Maker Uno Protect combo.
I mean, somebody had to do it.
Do it on purpose now. This is new.
So, no, basically when we're putting Bead Maker on, so normal Uno Protect has a wax and a sealant. The sealant sets up after a number of hours. So the wax sets up within 20 minutes, and then you can remove it, and then what's left on the surface still continues to bond and set up. What we're doing when we replace it with just Bead Maker is we're actually not allowing the product, the sealant, to fully set. We're just replacing it with Bead Maker so we can increase the slickness of the surface. So we're getting almost the same level between the sealants as to the longevity by using Bead Maker rather than what's in Uno Protect, but we're also getting the increased gloss and slickness that comes from Bead Maker. Plus the easy wipe off. Yeah. So Bill Pearson, howdy fellas from Southern California. Tuning in a bit late as I just finished up an Absolute wash and a Bead Maker dry. Ethel looks fantastic. Awesome. Great. Appreciate it, Bill. Thank you. Harry Housewife. Levi, glad it's not just me who the can and a box of chicken and a biscuit. Yes. Oh, also from the base, gone in one city. No, it's 100%.
You do you.
Oh, dude.
Definitely
Chicken and a biscuit.
Oh, chicken and a biscuit.
Chicken and biscuit they're so horrible for you, but man, they are good, dude.
Yeah.
They are. You can eat a whole box.
As far as
You
crackers
could,
go,
yeah,
they
totally.
are
It's
particularly
a
bad
sit
for you.
down, one box done deal. That amount of dust that gets on your hand from it,
You need to lick it off.
Just lick those chicken fingers.
So much flavor for a little cracker.
It is way too much flavor. It's way too much flavor for its own good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we will bring you lots of tubes of cheese.
My wife loves chicken and biscuit.
It's a
She hasn't
particular-
bought it in forever, but like
If you walked in
if I
tonight-
walked in tonight with a box of
She
chicken and
would go,
biscuit, she'd be like, "Is that a chicken and a biscuit?"
Yeah,
Box of chicken
yeah.
I said, "Yeah." Can I have one? No.
No, what you
And
say
then
is
you would give one
get-
to Lucy,
no,
and she
you
would
get
just go like
her a
comatose
box.
or something.
Yeah.
Put a little bow on it.
Oh
A
wow.
little
Go.
bow on it.
And you have a little time to
Nothing,
yourself.
nothing screams romance.
A
like
little me
take
time with the
box
chicken
Why
and a
don't you go,
biscuit.
hey
Hop in the
babe,
bath.
why don't you go draw a bath, take this
Yeah.
box in there with you and
Take-
enjoy it.
Take your smelling
She'd be
salts
like,
and your chicken
"What?"
and a biscuit.
I got Lucy, don't worry about it.
Yeah. Anyway, so Oscar says, "Oh, $4.99.
Hey,
Man, he's just adding to the cash.
buddy, Rhino, buddy. Oh,
When using TLC plus yellow wool, would I use yellow foam plus TLC to get as close to a perfect finish? Thanks.
Yeah. So you can do that if you want to do that. You can use TLC, or you can use. So here's the thing: you can use TLC, or you can use TLC plus with yellow wool. Both. I mean, they're both going to be great, right? We find that we grab the original TLC most often
because it finishes with more clarity that
feel-
you're looking for that final touch.
Yeah, but TLC plus, it's still
Yeah.
marginally different. So, would you recommend using yellow foam plus TLC to get? So you're saying TLC plus yellow wool,
Right.
not TLC plus. Sorry. So then foam plus TLC to get as close. Yeah. So that combination will do exactly what you want it to do. Or you just replace the TLC with the foam at the end for hyper polish, and you call it good. Sorry, it's not that confusing. It's just when you put on
Yeah, well, there were two pluses in there, and where
Yeah,
they were
it started
placed
throwing
made all
me
the
off.
difference. So you just wanted to make sure you
Jeff
understood.
C says, "Am I crazy, Or do cars washed with Absolute stay cleaner looking? I need to test some more, but I swear there's a difference between my O&R washing wash car and my wife's Absolute wash car. Jeff C., we're going to let you figure this out because if we say anything, it's going to be hyping something up.
People just get mad when we say anything.
If you say something, then maybe it's more believable.
Yeah, exactly.
So how about you post up your experiences?
It's better to come from
group.
someone who's just using it.
So Cabes says, thanks, guys. People are sensitive to rinseless leaving something behind because they don't want any protection over their coating. I want my CSL to do the protection, not my rinseless wash.
Yeah, there are no rinseless washes that do that level
the
of
reason
protection.
I 100% understand the
maybe
reason
like
people...
the graphene ones.
Maybe, yeah.
This is just one of
The
those...
graphene ones would.
And
if they have
I
wax.
When I see this happen, I totally understand why somebody would be concerned about stuff being left behind. The problem is it gets lumped into the conversation where it's not valid whatsoever. People are conflating the two things when they're not the case. That's why I get mad about it.
G. Davis, Anthony, I'm ready to admit She-Hulk is garbage.
No, it's
except for the Daredevil cameo.
But we haven't
love
seen the
Daredevil.
Daredevil cameo.
I saw it.
What?
It's in there.
Where?
When it catches the brick.
You're thinking of Spider-Man No Way Home.
Spider-Man.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. I watched that on the plane. I did watch that on the plane.
So Daredevil hasn't truly made his cameo in the show yet.
It's been
there
said
has
he
been
will
a
be in
there's
the
been
show,
a
though.
tease. There's been a mask you've seen.
I
but
have
you have
seen
not
that.
seen the full
did see that.
thing. And
Okay.
so, but
Yeah, I
it
was
hasn't
thinking-
happened,
yeah, it's
which
my
I'm
own fault.
assuming
I forgot about
it might happen.
Spider-Man.
That was a funny twist, though.
So I don't know if
was.
it's in today's episode. All I
might
will
be, you never know.
say is that show, I literally can't believe they dumped money into that. I also can't believe they hired Mark. What's his name? The Hulk. What's his name? Mark.
You're talking about Bruce Banner or
Mark Ruffalo.
Mark Ruffalo is the actor who plays Bruce Banner.
I can't believe that Mark Ruffalo even agreed to be in the first episode. That's how bad the show is.
I remember when Boyega said, "I'm not going to get Disney Plus."
Dude, it's freaking bad, man. Harry Horsewife says, man, I am hungry now. And then Grant Hawtrey says, when Anthony's alone at home, he fills his belly button with Cheese Whiz and dips Vienna sausages
I'm
in
so
it
sorry to
and
everybody who
rewatches
came here
reruns
expecting
of
us to talk
Dawson's
about
Creek.
detail.
Dane, it's the fun half. That's what we
Here's
do.
the thing. It's probably not going to be Dawson's Creek, but it will be the original Fast and Furious movie. That's what I did the other night. I sat on my butt, right, with a tall,
I don't know what else you said. No.
boy Corona, right? Well, I mean, just sitting about as lazy as possible with a tall boy Corona and a bag of blue Takis.
Yeah.
And
Tell
I
you
just
what.
sat there and I ate the Takis, drank the Corona. I said, life's good right now as I'm watching
Fast and Furious.
Fast and Furious. Race Wars.
Grant, let's meet in the middle and watch Gilmore Girls. How's that?
Jeff C., there is no rain grime on my wife's car, but there is on mine. Too many other variables. So I need to split one down the middle and see. There you go. Have you diamond bodied any of those cars?
No.
G. Davis, in some areas, chicken and a biscuit comes with a prenup and a guy who will play guitar on your yacht.
That's a crazy coincidence.
Weird.
Weird.
Harry Housewife Grant. No, man, that comment just made me spit my drink across the room. Neil White just picked up G-Technic Bug Remover. He recommends spreading it on thick. No, just spray it on, wash it off. Troy Preston, Dane, the dad that takes all the fun away. He is.
I spend
literally
too
what it
much
is.
time on the internet. I see the cesspools where people start making their own arguments that aren't
No.
true, and then it gets spread across the internet and people start to believe it. I'm talking about detailing right now. It happens, and you see it happen in real time, and it's just frustrating. Because you may be telling the truth, but other people are like, you're paid shill, whatever. It's like, no, that's not how this works. So.
Ooh, Target has a 9-pack of the Fast and Furious movies for $65. I almost picked up. That's actually not a bad deal. I mean,
that's physical media.
But I know. But the thing is, I'm just not putting in DVDs anymore, which is crazy. I was always a fan of physical media.
Yeah.
Like I
Your
love
Series
CDs.
X will play DVD.
But my Series X is in a room where I don't really watch movies.
Yeah.
So the thing is, I've gotten so far away from watching DVDs and things like that. And I'm so behind on the new stuff out there on streaming services that I'm just like, well, why would I put in an old movie that I've seen 100 times and I can just probably stream something and be content with something I'll find on here. And that's what I find myself doing. So I don't even know when the last time I put in a DVD.
I would say the same.
When was the last time you put in a Blu-ray, though?
That's a DVD.
Same
We're
time.
counting it the
I
same
haven't
thing.
put it-
Well,
DVD
there's
or Blu-ray.
there's DVDs.
Well,
which
when's
are
the
old
last time you
school,
put
and
in
then
a
you got
Blu-ray?
your HD DVDs were short-lived,
I don't
and
care
then you had
about-
your
I don't-
Blu-rays.
HD
when have you
in the
put
red
a
box.
disc in your player.
Like a laser disc?
Yeah.
Sure. When's the last time you put a disc in your player?
Last time I put a disc in my player was 3-4 years ago.
There you go.
Yeah.
See?
There you go.
Yeah. Long time ago.
Yeah.
Then Ron, Triscuits. Pepperoni and pepper jack cheese is an awesome snack.
Oh, yeah. That
that's a good
sounds
idea.
pretty good.
Yeah.
Joey says Dane brings all that fun back though on Twitch. Sign up for Dane's Twitch stream. Grand Hot Trade Dane, party of 5 is my final offer.
Ooh, party at 5.
That's a good one. I don't mind that.
A guy, a girl, and a pizza shop, or 2 guys, a girl, and a pizza shop. Is that it? With Brian Reynolds?
I don't know.
I barely remember.
Harry Housewife, who wants a DVD player in the 2022s? I just tell Google what I want to watch and she finds
See,
it.
it's all streaming now, man.
Yeah. Joey Belinsky, if you care about the full uncompressed audio, Blu-ray can't be touched, but they also came with digital copies. Yeah, they did.
Yeah, that's true. So, I mean, I agree on the audio front of things. I don't know. I can't do the whole movie thing like I used to back in the day.
It's weird because you are getting to that age where it's going to get hard.
There's no
because
more
of the baby.
Hastings.
Well, yeah, I do. Well, there's
Red boxes
I'm
suck.
saying that I don't have like back in the day, even before I think me and Katie moved in. I can't remember what the timeline was, but I had a full surround sound system. I had all my speakers. I had everything set up the way I would have it for movie watching. Right?
Yeah, which I still have.
But I can't remember the last time because I don't have my sound system anymore. At least not in that room. It's in my other room. But I've never sat down and been like, here we go.
But no, like
real
the
movie
full
experience. Sound system up, late lights darkened, watch and sit there and watch me. I haven't done that forever. I don't think I will.
2015, 2016 was like the turning point. Prior to that, you still had physical media, fairly popular, popped up in a lot of places. It was still an event to like go and get a movie or something. But with the death of Hollywood Video and Blockbuster, with the exception of Bend, Oregon, there's a lot of that stuff where it just faded away. And the magic is kind of gone.
Were you a Hollywood guy or a Blockbuster guy?
I was a Hollywood guy. I dug through those bins. Well, Hastings was my true love, but the problem was
100%.
Hastings went away, and then it was all
Hastings
gone.
wasn't worldwide though. Or Hastings
Yeah, it was
nationwide.
U.S. Yeah, it was.
Hastings, Hastings
Texas
was
and California, massive. Texas, California. There were some in Utah. There were some in
Now let me be real though.
Vegas.
Fries was my jam.
That's not a movie
That's
rental
not
place.
a movie rental place.
Yes, you
Dane.
could.
From the one
you couldn't have
location in
done
Las
it here.
Vegas.
We didn't
No,
have any
when I lived
place-
in California, I did.
Well,
But
Dane,
That
not
doesn't
all of
count.
us lived
But
in
Hastings-
Southern California,
Yeah,
Ventura,
deep south.
California.
but Hastings is the place in Idaho. We
Yeah,
did.
Hastings is the place.
My family were Hastings people
Yeah, mine
because
too.
it was cheap.
it was
just-
very
just
cheap. It was inexpensive, and you didn't have to worry
But
about
they had a
late
coffee
fees.
shop and a
problem was with
bookstore
Hastings,
and knickknacks.
There wasn't a lot of copies of the new stuff.
True,
when it did come
exactly.
out.
Yeah.
So you had to get there soon.
Right.
I would like to rent this movie.
Well,
And
you remember? You remember going back to where the disc return was?
Yeah.
And asking.
Yeah.
Do you have any copies
Do you have
back
any
there that have been
yes.
turned back
yeah,
in?
Well,
What was
always.
the-
You always
You check
ask
there first.
in that bin. They had
Yeah,
that.
and they
bin.
pull it out, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we got like
What was
3
the
copies."
last
I'm like,
movie
"Can
you rented from
sign one out so I
Hastings?
can get?"
Before they
I
closed
don't
down.
remember.
What was the last movie you rented from Hastings?
I honestly don't remember.
I think it. I don't remember what it was. My Bloody Valentine 3D.
I had Book of Eli. Okay.
Something like that. So, but hold on. I was a Hollywood guy on a national scale. Blockbuster was because you needed memberships, right? What
Yeah.
did you need? You
needed a
s-
membership, a
you needed
driver's
card.
license.
You needed a card, right? Everybody had their little. Oh my god, we all had movie cards on our keys.
You buy your Funko Pops and all your stuff there.
We had
Yeah.
Hastings key
Yeah.
tags on our keys.
Yeah.
And I'm now remembering that. Like,
Yeah.
oh my god.
I hope we're unlocking some nostalgia for
That
you
is
right now.
nostalgia. You used to have an extra key card on your key to rent freaking movies.
Or you kept a fully laminated card in
in
your
your
wallet.
yeah.
So Raphael here.
What's going on, fellas? Dane is killing the vibe. How would you go about mixing GSF and GS together in a foam cannon? What's the recommended dilution ratio? It says on the bottle of GSF. So if you have GSF, it will actually tell you what to do by adding that on the back. Just read the directions. It says you can add this much GS. Honestly, you can mix as much as you want back and forth, but reality, we try to say, maybe 30% Green Star to whatever the actual dilution of what GSF you're putting in, and then fill the rest with water. So if you're doing 100 mils, do 300 mils of Green Star and then fill it all with water. G. Davis, I predict 9 months from now, Dane will be testifying in a Sicilian paternity suit while also debuting his signature baby wrist olive oil. Harry Housewife says only time the discs come out is when the Wi-Fi's out. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I thought you said when the wife's out.
The wife's out.
That's what I read that as.
The wifey.
The full collection.
Only
The
time,
Wi-Fi.
only time the real good discs come
The
out.
whole collection is in the garage.
Go down memory lane.
That's where it lives now.
Ron Ayotte says I use Absolute on my coded cars, no issues whatsoever. There you go. Oscar, will my purple pearls be no bueno after leveling Diamond Body 36 with them? Or can I save them by dumping them in a bucket of R2R right after use and follow the wash? So you can save them by dumping them in a bucket of R2R right after use, follow the wash. I would only recommend them for cleaning glass
Demote them.
and using them as interior towels or wheel towels or whatever you want
They're
to do.
no
after
longer
that.
your final
Yeah.
touch on paint towel.
Yep. Joey says my PS5 is only Blu-ray player, but only for those movies that go boom.
Ah, yeah.
Grant
It's all
says
about
two
that.
guys, a girl, and a pizza.
Shop.
And then Joey says you go to Fry's for sandwiches, Dane, not movie rentals.
Dude, Fry's, you go to Fry's for everything. That's the point of Fry's. It's literally Amazon.com in a store.
No,
Davis.
no, you go to Fry's.
Well, now
to
you go to
pay-
Fry's to be sad.
No, you go to Fry's to pay $60 for a GameCube game in 2019, and you
so
say,
funny.
"Hey, this is for GameCube. I was asking about Nintendo Switch. Sorry, we don't
Yeah,
have
we
Switch
don't-
yet."
we
I'm
don't
like,
have
"Yet? It's 2018, man."
It was a horrible
let's just
store.
say
Do you
near the
remember going?
end-
That was the worst time of my life.
That's
Having to be in that store. And
Rest
Dane's
in
like,
peace, it shut
Dane was
down.
so excited.
I was so excited because
He
my
was so
memories of
excited.
Fry's were incredible.
He's like,
it
you
was
guys,
just the place.
this is amazing. And we were like,
I loved Fry's,
Well, and
and
it-
I
and it was-
watched it die a slow, sad
Well, and
death.
you got to relive it through watching that movie. What's it called?
Nope has
Nope.
it.
Yeah.
That was weird to see.
G. Davis, the last time the Seattle Mariners made the playoffs, there were 5,200 blockbusters operating in America.
Oh man, I watched the Mariners
Ben,
a bunch of
California,
times. Those were the days.
Is Absolute a good car wash for a salty car this winter? Yes. Pair it with what's the Epic waterless wash that they have? Use Epic as a pre-spray and then wash it with Absolute. G. Davis says, when the wife's out, I like to break out Girls Gone Wild 1996.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Anthony is slowly turning into a pensioner,
Warning.
sitting in an old lazy boy wearing a blanket over his knees and will take up using headphones while watching Animal Planet for 14 hours a day.
That sounds like the life, man.
Oh man.
Oh my
Get that
gosh.
out of my
We're
head
at the
now.
top of the page.
Warning.
Harry
This
Housewife.
content
Yeah,
may
warning.
not-
This content may not be suitable for. And you're like, oh no, I know what's about to happen.
Yeah.
Harry Housewife, horsewife. When the wife's out, it's not the discs that come out. That's right. It's probably VHS or beta disc or beta tapes or something.
So I have a
disc.
full.
That's not a thing.
Okay.
I had the Gamecast. Which was it?
It's a Dreamcast or a GameCube.
I told you, man. I had a
The Gamecast. I couldn't afford it.
couldn't afford it. Okay, so we're caught up. Let's talk about things that are going on in the
So
studio.
I have a home theater. I have a full room.
That is not where I
It's
directed
built
this
for
conversation.
movies.
Nick's gonna get
We
mad
used
at
to
me.
use it all the time and really enjoy it. And the hard part is that I now have a couch that's incredibly uncomfortable. It's time to get a new couch. So I'm going to thinking about needing to buy a new couch this year.
Okay. Is this the
Because-
same one that Augie stabbed?
No, Augie's so I need to buy all new couches for the entire home.
Huh.
You know, because Augie's destroyed everything.
Yeah.
So that's my only problem. Is I'm looking to figure out what I need to create in the home theater situation, as well as couches for downstairs. That way I can get everything going smoothly, and I can then watch movies. Because right now I have to sit on the junky couches downstairs that are stabbed and spilled on because Augie has spilled everything on it.
Sure.
To watch regular TV without my home theater for no reason other than my wife says that the couch is uncomfortable.
Okay. So Joey wants to know how our dogs are doing.
My dog's fine. I'm taking him for a walk.
Okay.
So
Every day.
my dogs are okay. My golden retrievers are great. They need to be out. They need to be taken out for walks more, though, for sure.
I've started walking every day since the beginning of September.
That's good. But
Trying to walk
you were
every.
gone for most of September.
But while I was gone, I walked every day.
Yeah,
That's good.
I literally walked
people do.
I walked to Auto Mechanica every morning. The whole 5 days we were there, every morning. When we were in Italy, walked when we were back at the hotel. Walked every night.
You guys were both probably walking quite a bit when you were over there.
Yeah.
Well,
a lot of walking.
Some of
going
us
on.
slept for about 5 hours one day, while the other one went and walked for 5 hours.
What a pansy being
So-
sick and sleeping.
Yeah.
Anyway, my
Anyways,
but the
Great
point is, I
Pyrenees
came
Red
home,
Healer mix
started
is doing
walking
great.
again.
She just got groomed today. I'm sure
Oh,
she's
thank
happy,
God.
and
Taking the
fluffy,
dog.
and having a great
Who
time.
took her? Liz took her?
Yeah, Liz took her.
Nice.
Basically, we do it like every 6 months.
You wash your dog every 6 months?
No, take her to like a groomer where they actually go the extra mile. So
Yeah.
it's like
Clean them up.
Really
Clean them out.
Get her. Wash her in between, but like groomer is like another level.
Well, my show dogs, they get groomed every other month.
Right.
Oh well,
Because they're beautiful.
that's
and
quite expensive.
They're beautiful. Yes, it is, Dane. You know what? The more often they get groomed, the less hair I have in my house. That's
true.
And so it's either less hair I have in my house.
It's
or
really what's your
more-
time worth.
Or it's more time I don't
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
to sit there and
Yeah.
vacuum crap. So
I have a big yard. All the hair ends up there.
No, they're good. There's a missing golden retriever though in my neighborhood though. It's
Oh,
it's a
no.
really sad situation. So I think I'm gonna go home, maybe go on my own walk and take a look for her
With your dogs.
with my dogs
to see
right?
if they recognize
Because-
any other
because I have
ones.
2 studs, right?
Ooh.
When I walk around and this other female golden retriever sees my 2
Yeah.
handsome boys, she's gonna say, "Ooh, I like what they're putting down."
Right.
And I said, "You going?"
It's pheromones.
Yeah.
They can smell it.
So we'll draw her out a little bit.
My
So-
Callie is a wonderful
Harry.
gal, but she's an alpha. She will tear apart anybody who tries to challenge her.
No, she runs away, Dane.
She runs away.
She's a-
Cherry housewife. Just 5 pounds.
not alpha, she just
She
runs away.
puts spirit on her back.
Okay. Super chat
Yes.
from the Hairy Housewife. Darren
Oh,
sending us them
my
5
God.
pounds. Anthony, get some chicken and a biscuit for the way home. Treat your
Oh,
lady wife.
thank you, my friend.
Your
I
good lady
absolutely
wife.
will. I absolutely will.
Stefan, chaps, I used Absolute twice now and noticed it leaves residue. So one has to be careful to wipe dry carefully, especially on black plastics. Well, I don't think O&R does the same. Make sure you mix it properly, Stefan. Demo, do you think they make stab-proof couches? I think they do, but that's called plastic furniture. I don't really want that.
I think I've
Not
seen
very
in some art
comfortable.
exhibits like a concrete
Yeah, it's
couch.
concrete,
Yeah.
stuff like that.
That'll hold
G.
up to
Davis says,
stabbing.
I worked at a video store in the late 80s, a great place to meet prospective dates and lonely early 30-something housewives.
So
That was a thing.
So one thing I didn't cover here really quick.
Yeah.
Remember how you guys weren't here because you guys were gone.
Right.
But I saw that Don't Worry, Darling movie.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the one
Yeah.
with Florence Pugh and Chris Pine. And
I liked it.
yeah.
Yeah.
I liked it a lot. I think that movie did a freaking fantastic job at like setting the vibe, right? But also the world building in it was so good that when I got out of it, I forgot that I was sitting
That
there.
you were human.
That I was a
husband.
human, right? And I'm going to go ahead and say that you guys should go see it. I particularly think that
Oh,
Levi.
I was planning on seeing
I
it.
particularly think that Levi will like it, weirdly enough, and I think that Dane will also enjoy it for what it is. And I think that critics are too harsh on that movie.
Well, it was most of the stuff happening outside of the movie that people were all mad
We'll have to
about.
check that out.
Florence
Like
Pugh
Olivia.
is just great all around.
There you go.
Well,
Just fun.
Tony Mazzell, I love our IKEA couch, but there's also that couch in a box place now that will mail you one Casper mattress
You
style.
can get a couch like that?
Huh. I had to learn about this.
Huh.
Joey Belinsky says, Levi, dog walking is a great extreme activity for a new Apple Watch. I'm just saying.
Well,
See, that's what I was thinking.
Joey, but
extreme
you made those comments
activity.
at the wrists, so I don't know about that, man. It'd be really nice to. Is it a manly looking watch? Because my wife has told me that I need a manlier looking watch.
Well, you get
Is
a
she
different
is she
band.
worried about your masculinity?
You need a tactical
She's not worried, but
band.
no, I want a tactical band, but I want something that's got a nice big face on it, right?
Right.
That screams.
Oh, you want to be that obnoxious guy with the huge face
screams.
watch.
What's Uncle Rico do?
Yeah. Got to flex that muscle
Yeah.
out.
Yeah,
People
like
can
the
see it.
guys who in their
Power.
pictures on
Yeah.
Instagram, they'll make sure if they post a driving picture that their watch is in the shot.
Yeah, you
Make
got to
sure
do
that's
that.
there.
Dang,
But the
that's
thing is, though,
you got to do
an
it.
Apple Watch doesn't scream.
Classic teabag.
Doesn't
behavior.
scream money, right?
Yeah,
It
but-
screams you got some money, right, to buy an Apple product, right? But it's not like the watch. I have watch friends, right, who have like I have my Casio.
Right,
which
I'm
my-
also like
which is
I'm a
my-
watch friend also.
which is-
I have a Casio.
and well, my Casio.
I also have an Armatron.
I'm very happy with my Casio, right?
all about the
And I have a
Seikos.
G-Shock. I like that as well. But I have my friends that have their what's it called? It starts with a B. It starts with a
Like a
B.
Belova?
No, it starts with a B. It's fancier than that. Bright.
A
A
Britling?
Breitling.
Breitling,
Yeah.
Breitling, right? They have like their Breitling watches, right?
Yeah.
And they go, see that right there? And I go, I'm like, yeah. I'm like, what about it? And they go, dude, like
3 Honda Civics.
Like $8,000. And in my head, I say $8,000. I'm like, dude, that's like 4, maybe 5 Honda Civics.
Right.
Or like one nicer example of an Acura RSX.
Right.
And he goes, no, dude, but like this, it's on my wrist. And I go, but yeah, you can't drive that.
You can't trust yourself not to lose a pair of $200 sunglasses.
Right?
Don't trust yourself.
So here's what I
The
do.
things
I like
that
buying the ones that
I can do more with
that
my
say
cars.
Bradley.
So they have
Yeah,
a
like-
groomer,
ones
like a
like that.
detailer for
Bretling.
dogs. That's correct. The groomers are essentially detailers for dogs. There are many different levels, and the pay and spray places are just like you pay and spray with your car. You pay and spray your dog.
My dog only deserves pay and sprays. Oscar,
Wow.
how many products does Absolute make? How many products does Absolute make obsolete? What are your favorite dilutions to use and what
wouldn't say
for?
they make
The
them
kit seems
obsolete,
great
but-
for quick washes of basically the whole car. So no, that is the beauty of a proper rinseless wash is you can wash the car with it. You can make a clay lube with it. You can put it in a steamer. You can put it in an interior bottle to clean your interiors. You can clean your windows. It's good for light cleaning. It's
good for a lot of those things.
I will say when PNS approached me about making a rinseless wash, they said, if we made a good rinseless wash, could you detail a whole car with it? And I said, yes, because I can do that already with O&R.
Yeah.
And so that was one of their benchmarks was, okay, so we have a lot to live up to
Yeah.
to try and create a good rinseless wash.
It
I
can't
said,
be kind of good at a lot of things.
There-
It has to be.
it has to be
capable
good
at
at all,
every
and
level.
many
Make
are
a
not.
note, though, it doesn't make things obsolete, right? It
No.
is a alternative to a product, and it will do a good job. But the thing is, an absolute will never be an APC. It will never be an
Yeah,
APC.
no. True.
It will clean certain things. It will never be an APC. It will never be a pure, like the purest of glass cleaner. It will
Right,
never be
exactly.
that. It'll never be something a heavily
It's a great
detergent
maintenance
based-
cleaner.
Yes, it's not going to be like an interior cleaner that has anti-oil and anti-fat breakdown characteristics that can remove some things like that. It will do light cleaning, but it will never do that. So it is an alternative, but not a replacement. It doesn't make those obsolete. G. Davis says, have you guys ever considered a live where Augie stabs Alex?
I feel like Alex might have something to say.
Oh
about
my God.
And we could.
Have you
We
ever
could.
considered live where Augie stabs? Just Alex is just super nice. He walks in.
Hey, guys, how's it going?
Canadian. I brought you. Oh my God! And we go. Alex has been stabbed, and Augie's going in for like.
So
stab
Augie
and
now
stab.
Augie has been purchasing play knives
That's not good.
No.
that
Levi.
do collapse into themselves.
Oh, like a
No.
gravity
And he'll
knife
walk
type
around-
situation.
He'll walk around the house and he'll do that. He'll get a hold of like the cat and he'll
That
Okay,
cat
that
is
is
not,
concerning.
that cat
and
is-
show off. And it reminds me of watching Anthony walk around the office here when he gets his hands on a new knife.
So social
Same
experiment
thing.
time. Maybe sit him down, start
Very
watching
similar.
the new Jeffrey Dahmer show
Well,
on Netflix
I look at
together
Anthony-
and see how
I
he
look-
responds to the
Yeah, but
activities
Dane,
that take
I
place
look
in
at
that show.
Anthony every day, and I work with him. And when I see him do the exact same motions that my son does, I feel proud. One,
You feel like
because
he's going to grow up to be like
because
this
I know
one
he'll grow up to be like
I
Anthony.
know.
I
I
don't
never
have to
did.
worry. I don't have to worry.
Stabbed cats
So-
though. Thoughts on
concerning.
roar coating? Opinions? We've
Never
never
tried
heard
it.
of it. Never
Nope.
tried it.
G. Davis, the Munsters reboot on Netflix is unwatchable. Enjoying
no.
Andor very much so. I did.
Told
I
you,
have
man,
too.
Andor's great.
I'm loving Andor. Did you catch up on the latest?
I've not watched the most recent episode.
Did you watch
yet.
the episode with the actual soldiers, like the group, like the guys in the blue jackets with the red piping and all that?
Oh yeah, yeah, that was.
Did one of them not remind you of somebody?
Yep.
It's very good.
Yes.
Let's talk after the
Yeah.
show. Joey Belinsky feeling so attacked right now. Ron
Sorry,
Iode
dude.
saying, I call my dog groomer the doggy detailer. We have a Cavalier King Charles pin. Ooh, very
Ooh,
nice.
Cavalier King.
Harry Housewife watches are a bit like DVDs, pointless unless you're using your phone's flat.
Wow, ever since I moved here, I didn't need my watch
Yeah.
anymore. Wow,
Yeah.
that's crazy. Yeah, I just use my phone. It's got a clock on it.
Yeah.
Name's Kinu.
Jeff says neither are coded yet. Wife's has Beadmaker only. Mine has a mismatch of OCW, OptiSeal, and Wowa's Quick Detailer. Still hoping to get mine coated in Diamond Body 36 before wintertime allows. Nice, cool.
Nice.
Stefan says, any idea when the diamond stuff arrives to the UK? Was expected mid-September, but Clean and Shiny don't sell them yet. So, Stefan, they have received, I assume this week, they received their order. So give it a couple weeks to get it out.
It is much closer over there than it is to send it.
I know
to
it's
us here,
I know it's
so.
very close.
Yeah.
Very close, Stephen. So stay tuned. You can even reach out to John and info@cleanandshiny.co.uk and reach out to them and see when the date is. Joey, the moment I found out the Monsters wasn't going to be R-rated, I was out. Yeah.
Wasn't that
That's
the
what I
one that
thought,
Rob
too.
Zombie was involved with?
I don't remember. G. Davis says, Joey Belinsky, I was hoping for a 60s style tribute. Yeah, that too was kind of a weird thing. G. Davis, the Peacock has OG episodes for Palette Cleanser. And then Rich Smith, I finally ordered Pea and Leather protection from you. What's the true opinion of it? It's good. It's decent.
Just a nice leather conditioner.
Simple.
It's a nice smell. Grant Hawtree says, some people like Snap-on, other people like Sonic. It's a personal preference to rinseless products. Find something you like and use it often.
Classic
Correct.
words.
Oh, and then G. Davis says, I look at Anthony every day, said by Clay Aikman, the TRC
Clay.
Commissary.
Commissary.
Wow, what a one to end it on here. Unless somebody gets some comments and questions in
seven
soon.
more minutes left.
I don't know. I say
gonna be talking a little bit
I say we end it. We end it soon
Wow.
because
Yeah.
I actually have my daughter is being dropped off here today. I'm going to be taking her home while my wife has to run to like Parma for a for some type of what's it called? It's a it's like where they bring what's that, collectibles, and they bring like things out to sell, like you sell your wares, a street market in Parma.
Flea market.
And I said, why would anybody ever go to that? And she's like, I don't know. I'm going with what's her name because she says it's a great time.
It'll be an
I'll
occasion.
have a good
And
time.
I said, all right. So,
Harry Horsewife.
This is the reason he tunes in. Where else could I watch something that talks about detailing Cheese Whiz TV shows and stabbing cats?
yes, I know.
Stabbing
All right,
a
Darren.
cat.
Thank you.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Joey says, thanks, guys. Have a great weekend. All right,
Let's
Dan,
go.
Take
us
away.
home.
All right, so you made it this far. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening. If it's sometime in the future, we appreciate you all and your questions, and we always look forward to answering them every week here on Thursdays. So, you know the drill. There's going to be another one next week and so on and so forth. Make sure you tune in so we don't miss anything. All right, guys, that's it. Let's all wave bye.
See ya.
See ya.